Yeah, that's more like it. Let's go.
Yo, 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 what's up? What's up, everybody? Yo, this is your host, Demetrius with the PPP. Panthers Prime Podcast. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. How y'all feeling, man? Wallace the drummer, what's good, yo? Donna B. What's up, Donna B? Said good evening. It's real ugly. Ooh-wee. We gonna talk about it. Text Shiesty said it's time to cut ties with Everett. Give Wilkes a bag. Nah. That ain't about to happen, bro. Shout out to Eternal, man. Says sad to say, we still do 4-3 front. We still do 4-3 front. It still suck. We have to add better talent, man. We gonna talk about all that, man. Mafia Cal, what's good, man? He said Everett's contract ends after the season. They won't fire him mid-season. They ain't gonna do it. It's too late in the game, and we got too much riding. But I tell you one thing, we gonna get into it. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about Everett real quick. Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports, man. What's up, man? Happy Monday, man. Joseph, what's good, yo? Nasty Swagnor, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Panther Boy 803, what's good, man? Donna Dorian, what's popping, man? SC Pace, what's good, man? Good to see y'all. Shout out to West Coast Carolina, man, for that super chat starting us off early. He said, good afternoon, PPP. I'm still furious about yesterday. Hey man, I done turned the clock, man. I done got all of my stuff out towards Saints and Falcons fans early today on Twitter. I lit them up on Twitter today, man. I lit them up. Shout out to the big boys over there on those Saints podcasts, hyping up a 4-10 team. Yeah, shout out to them boys, man. Donna Dorian, what's up? He said disappointed in the loss. Yeah, it was a tough one, man. B. Amos, what's up? Trails said brooms, sweep. Yeah, they sweeped us, man. He said, I told y'all, mother effers, take it game by game. Y'all out here clowning right now. Nah, ain't nobody clowning, but we gonna talk though. Shout out to Earl Lockley. What's up, man? Brandon, what's good, man? Say, what up, PvP? What's up, man? What up, 336? What's good, man? Speak the truth. I'm gonna talk the truth. I'm gonna let y'all know what time it is. Yeah. It ain't all bad, but it ain't all good either. We gonna talk about it, man. Shout out to my boy Supernova Moore. What's up, man? P3 bringing us some positivity, my brother. Yeah, got to, man. Perk K, what's good? What's good, Uncle Gates? Hey, man, let's get into this, guys. We got a lot to talk about. Welcome to Panthers Prime Podcast. If you are new here, and if you've been on Twitter fighting with me all day today, welcome. You know, I was called an anonymous page today. So I told the brother, that wonderful Saints fan, to pull up at 7:00 and come talk to me. Yeah. I'll drop the link just so you can pull up. And I heard crickets after that. See, that's why I tell y'all. You niggas talk real big and bad. But when it's time to come on the stage and debate, you run. Twitter fingers. My hashtag for today is we are not the same. Let me tell y'all something. If any Saint fan tell y'all anything outside of, yeah, we beat y'all, but y'all have a better record, don't listen to them. We're not the same. Them niggas is eliminated from playoff contention. We're not. Have y'all seen anything come from the NFL saying that the Carolina Panthers have officially been eliminated from playoff contention? I ain't seen none. How they say in Charleston? Where he at? Yeah, where he at? Until then, we're still playing for something. And guess what? We're playing for the division. Yeah, we are a half game back from the Bucs right now. That's fine. We're going to get into the good, bad, and ugly because there was a lot of bad, a whole lot of ugly, and some good. Some good. I think that the bad and the ugly outweighs the good in this game, if I have to be totally honest. And I try to be as honest as possible when doing this. So, yeah. Shout out to Doughboy, man. What's good, man? Let's get into B Print. What's good, B Print? Real quick, guys, if y'all haven't done so, he said with the same laws, we still ain't eliminated. Keep pounding. Exactly, bro. That's why, Saints fans and Falcons fans, especially Falcons fans, Falcons fans can't even talk. You ain't got no first round pick. You ain't got no quarterback. You probably won't have no head coach, no GM, and you got swept by the Panthers. You need to shut your goddamn mouth. Each and every single last one of y'all. Be quiet. That goes from any Saints podcaster, any Saints fan. If you talking spicy, shut your goddamn mouth. All right, let's go. Let's get into this, guys. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Carolina Panthers in this game here. Yeah. Let's get into this. So I want to start with the good, because the good, it was good, but it wasn't great. So let's get into this. Let me drop this comment here. So the good that I saw in this game here, Dave Canellis did push the ball down the field. I felt like that was a plan of attacking this game, and we saw it hit for a touchdown, which you can't be mad at. You can't be upset about opportunities downfield, because guess what? Just 2 years ago, half of y'all was screaming, just try it. Just try to throw the ball downfield. And I got to be honest with you, the pass to Coker, um, it was beautiful. Great pass down the field. Hoopla, what's good, man? Shout out to Will Robinson, man, for that super chat, man. He said, better to play meaningful football in December than the alternative. Hey, listen, and that's what a lot of these, man, listen, you ought to see some of these Saints fans. This was their Super Bowl. They're going absolutely bananas that they won this game. And I'm like, you peasants, how dare you? You don't even get to drink the same water we drink. You don't get to breathe the same air that we breathe. Yeah. Yeah, you shut up. Be lucky that we entertained you. Now go back into your corner. We have 3 games that are meaningful to us. You peasants. Anyway. This peasants is crazy. Yeah, that's what they are. So we did see Dave Canellis, push to throw the ball downfield. We saw a pass that kind of got deflected a little bit to Xavier Legette. Still was completed, and I'm just going to be honest. I've seen a lot of Carolina Panthers fans talk about that pass that kind of went up in the air, was still completed. Y'all, some of y'all won't be happy till Jesus comes back, but that's another conversation. The second thing was the dual running back plan ran smoother. I did see it was more polished than times past. Seeing Rico and Chuba Hubbard, even though the production and the output wasn't really high, we did see that run a little bit smoother than in games past. So I enjoyed seeing that type of production, at least the operation of it run a little bit smoother than in times past. So what up, Cool Kev? What's good with you, man? What's good with you, man? And the third thing, the defense did hold the Saints offense for 3 quarters. I mean, hey, I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest about what I see. I put the paint where it ain't. They did. I can't be mad about that. I think, yeah, Hoopla. Yeah, he did get hit. He did get hit on that play. Yeah, he did. So it still was completed, but it was about to be, yeah, it was about to be a dagger because it was no one on that side of the field with Xavier Legette. Xavier Legette, I mean, it was a nice goddamn. It looked like, if I got to go back and look at it, but it looked to me like it was some sort of deep cross or maybe like a deep corner route. So yeah, yeah. Shout out to Dave Canellis for doing, like I said, pushing the ball downfield. So those are 3 things that I did see that was kind of good with this team yesterday. Offensive line play was okay. Icky. These are the plays that Coach Canellis say can make or break a whole game. That roughing Cam Jackson up on the sideline stuff, man, bro. That knocked us out of a second and whatever it was to a second and forever. Like, it's little small stuff like that. Like, you're not that good of a team right now to come out of that situation every single time. So you gotta be a little bit more cognizant, of that. So shout out to Icky. Okay, let's get into the bad, because there was a lot of bad. Let's get into the bad. I feel like the offensive play call was questionable. Yes, it was questionable, guys. It really was. Dave, you take the points there. That 4th down and 1, you take the points there, and you force the Saints to have to beat you with a 2-score advantage. That's what you do. You don't allow them the opportunity to get the ball while the game is on the line like that. And I know analytics says this. Hey, Candy Girl, how you doing? Analytics says this. Analytics says that. Sometimes I wish that we don't look at analytics and we just go with the feel of the game. And why on God's green earth are we running rugby plays? I honestly do not understand that for the life of me. Like, why are we trying to get too fancy, too cute when this was a simple situation where Bryce Young could have either, ran the ball in or not ran the ball in, but at least, got a QB sneak situation going on, or did something, just did something. To me, it just seemed like we tried to do too much. Like, when have you ever seen us run a freaking rugby type play? Like, what? Like, who we are? Like, what? I didn't like it at all. I thought it was too cute. I thought it was too much. Chris Shepard, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. SC Panther boy, what did he say? He said Dave is getting way too comfortable with close games, with trash teams. We should be dominating PPP. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Now, this next part here, I'm so glad that my eyes didn't deceive me, and that J.C. Horn even brought this up in an interview with Sheena Quick well, she's a beat writer, and I'm gonna play her soundbite. Shout out to Sheena for getting this, but the defense was caught totally off guard. Dave Canellis called it disjointed when the Saints went quick tempo. I mean, listen, we saw it. They didn't know how to handle it. I'm gonna play this soundbite real quick from Sheena. And it's going to make sense about everything that I said yesterday on that last drive. Yeah, let's go.
JC, Dave said that the back end was completely disjointed as far as communication and things on that game time drive. What did you see back there?
On the game time drive, that's when they was going tempo. They were just going tempo, and they was catching us in the same call, damn near the whole drive.
Guys, did you just hear what he just said? They were going tempo, and they caught him in the same play that whole drive. I don't claim to be smart, or I do. Let me take that back. Yeah, I do. I don't claim to know it all, right? I don't claim to know it all. But when you looked at that last drive in live gameplay action, it looked like it. The same spot was open every single time, right across the freaking middle. And you would think that there should have been a timeout called or something. Why were we in the same play 4 times in a row? I don't get it. The first thing I'm doing is saying, hold up, wait, hold on now, wait a second. Hold on. Let me figure this out real quick. What they doing? No. We didn't do that. B. Amos, exactly. Got caught with our pants down, yo. Saints came out there and lit us up for 4 plays in a row. Chunk plays. You mean to tell me that the defense wasn't a contributor to us not? See, this is the reason why I don't listen to other podcasts before I do mine. Because I've seen people tweeting stuff, and I've seen some of the comments. I didn't listen to anything. But if you listen to some other people, they would say that the reason why this game was lost was because Bryce Young threw the ball slightly behind T-Mac, and he threw the ball too hard, quote unquote, to Tommy Tremble. Guys, listen. I don't get some of y'all. I really don't. There's never going to be a pass that's perfect. And what I mean by perfect is on the Y, X, and Z axis. Yeah, if you want to get very, very technical, I can get technical with this. The Y, the Z, and the X axis, and go directly into the middle of that, which would be quote unquote called perfect. Well, guess what? There's no time at all that a goddamn receiver is going to be heads up on the Y, the Z, and the X axis at all, ever. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, oh well, go look it up. You got T-Mac running a little skinny post. He gets his hands on the ball. And I've said this, and even T-Mac has said this. He needs to get more aggressive, more stronger at the point of catch. He just has to. He has to play bully ball in some regards. He just has to. You don't drop that. It hits you in your hands. You pull that in. Same thing with Tommy Tremble. The ball hits you right in your hands. Catch the ball. I don't want to hear that. There's never going to be, listen, if you got to throw a perfect pass for a pass catching receiver or tight end to catch it, that's a problem. Go out there and catch the ball, man. You guys go crazy. And I know y'all went crazy over that Odell Beckham catch. That pass wasn't thrown perfectly. You guys go crazy over these catches. He said, somebody paid attention to geometry class. Hey, Big. Hey, let me tell you, man. Half of these boys, listen, I don't mean to my horn. I could run around circles education-wise around some of these people. Okay? I really could. I really could. If I wanted to, I really could. You're never going to get that. You're never going to get that right there every single time. Shout out to 336. He said, what's the problem? He said, what's a problem is every time we have this conversation, it's always, it's about a very difficult catch. I mean, I don't think the catch was difficult for him to make, though. I don't think it was that difficult for him to make. He got to get more physical, and T-Mac has said this. He's got to get more physical. Whatever that takes, he has to get more physical. No, you're not going to get. The windows are going to be very, very small in the NFL. They just are. They're very, very small. You got to make it work, man. I'm sorry. If quarterbacks and receivers that are in the NFL say he should have caught that ball, who are we to say, or anybody else to say who has not played a snap, that he shouldn't? Let's keep going.
And they were just getting, easy completions. We was in zone, and that's a call.
Back here. Let's go back.
JC, Dave said that the back end was completely disjointed as far as communication and things on that game time drive. What did you see back there?
On the game time drive, that's when they was going tempo. They were just going tempo, and they was catching us in the same call, damn near the whole drive, and they were just getting, easy completions. We was in zone, and that's just how it played out.
I want to know your thoughts on Nathan Lathan's penalty that he got, and then also I don't know if you know, but Tyler Shuck said he sold the injury at the end so that they could get a timeout to save some time to get that field goal off.
Yeah, it's a hard play for Lathan, especially in that situation where every yard matter at that point when they're trying to kick a game-winning field goal, and he kind of slid late, so Lathan come up BSing and miss the tackle or whatever, he able to just scramble for 4-5 more yards and kick 3. So he was in a tough situation, but there's more than that one play that lost the game.
What about selling the injury at the end? Is that something you see in the league?
Yeah, I think he did it on Derek's flag that he got too with the roughing and passer. Like he laid out, like he
Kind of a
was
flop.
hurt, and was right back in the game. So I don't know if that's what they coaching quarterbacks to do it with, but I mean it's smart on their part.
JC on that disjointed comment.
Next question.
God damn. JC ain't got time for them boys, man. And listen, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about this yesterday, man. Evero ain't doing JC Horn no favors at all. Right. He ain't doing JC Horn no favors at all. Why would you keep this man? Why would you keep JC Horn, arguably one of the best cornerbacks, 15 yards off the player, man? That bend but don't break type of play calling it's destroying us, man, when we really need to be playing man coverage, man, or at least put a hand on them. You know? Like, let these boys have an opportunity. I don't like this bend, but I don't like it. It's too passive. I don't like it. Especially when you need to have it. I don't like it. It works in some regards, at some points or with some teams, but man, I don't like it. It's too soft. I don't like it.
I was going to ask you about what
Next question.
Why is that?
You guys since
You
October
were tweeting BS.
About what?
Talking about me and Mike denied the talk, bro. We was more so mad that we was ruined our playoff chances on.
Oh, snap. Jace, I ain't see all this. JC Horn going in on old boy.
That disjointed comment.
Next question.
you
I
guys
was going to ask you about what
Next question.
Why is that?
you guys since
You were
October
tweeting BS.
About what?
Talking about me and Mike denied the talk, bro. We was more so mad that we was ruined our playoff chances almost, or made it harder on ourselves. We ain't ducking nothing. Yeah. So next question.
I was gonna say since
I hope that was Joe Persons or old boy. What's his name? I can't remember the other guy's name. I hope it was one of them. I can't stand Dave. Yeah, David knew it. I hope it was one of them. Sheena said it was Joe Persons. Yeah, that's good. Tired of Joe Persons. Yeah, I love that. Tired of Joe Persons.
October, you guys haven't put back-to-back wins together, and the inconsistency. What do you attribute that to?
Just execution and focus. Like Coach said, just having the right mindset to execute at winning time. I feel like that was a game that we had for 3 quarters. We was playing dominating football defensively, and we just in the last 2 drives it got away from us. So we just got to do better at executing and communicating.
JC.
All right, cool. So, like I said, that's one of my. Let me put it up here. That's the bad that I talked about. Boom, and receivers drop key passes. All right, let's get to the ugly. Yeah, it's obvious. The ugliest, we got swept by the Saints. So it's obvious. Do I care? Yeah, a little. To an extent. We're still in the playoffs. But, it would have been nice to go ahead and at least, go even in the division with the Saints. But I think the more jarring portion of this is we must beat the Bucks twice to make the playoffs, which would have been a lot easier. We only needed 1 game, which would have been this game coming up to make the playoffs. But this right here just makes it a little bit more tougher to make that next leap. The Bucks are the Bucks. They've had some woes like us. That's why we're both at the same record right now. And I think the only thing that's going to be decent for us going into this game coming up is that it's a home game. And we tend to play a little bit better at home. Another thing is, if you look at our wins and losses, they've came win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. So by default, I know 336 probably looking at me somewhere like, you better not say it. Hey, if we could beat the Bucks and lose to the Seattle Seahawks, then beat the Bucks again, that'll keep the flow going. Just flip it around once we get to the playoffs. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm real pissed off about what I saw yesterday with Evero. I thought it was just it was horrible play calling. Like I said, I'm glad that by default, come on now, PvP. I just thought it was horrible play calling down those last two drives, and it showed, and the actual, players say the same thing. So, do I see a silver lining in this game? Not really. I don't. Only thing that I really saw was we did try to get this ball down the field, and that's all I saw. So I did say that Bryce Young was going to have to put 75 yards up on his feet. He had 40-something, so he was 30-something away from that. But I knew that was going to be this type of game here. Bryce was going to have to utilize his legs a little bit more in this game than previous times. So, we'll see going forward. But, guys, links in the chat. Yeah, come pull up on me. Come talk the good, the bad, the ugly. Carolina Panthers got swept by the Saints in 2025. Tyler Shuck, whatever his name is, seems like he is their quarterback going forward. And, yeah, that's what it is. Michael Wilson says, you ain't nothing, PvP. Yeah, you ain't nothing, nigga. We got 68 people watching on YouTube, 30 likes. Yeah, don't make me hit the like button music. Yeah, don't let me do it. He said, or if the Bucks in Seattle, he said, if we beat the Bucks in Seattle, but the Bucks lose to Miami. Yeah, that's another option as well. It is. Tax Shiesty, what's up, man? Talk to us.
I mean, what it do? I mean, the chances got lower, but they're still fighting this team. I will say this, as you stated before, if the pattern continues with the win-loss, we'll beat Tampa, lose to Seattle, and then beat Tampa, and we in the playoffs. With that being said, it is vital that this week we beat Tampa. It is vital that we get the running game going again, because these past few weeks, the running game has been it's been iffy. We have inconsistencies at the run game, which we saw in this game. We started off great with the run game, and then it just faltered. So we have to get that going. If we want to beat the Bucks, who last week weren't good against the run, then that's what we got to do. All right, and defensively, we have to quit on that bend don't break defense, because it simply doesn't work. It simply doesn't work. I don't know how many more times that this bend but don't break defense is going to sell us games before Evero realizes it's not going to work. But maybe this is the game where he finally realizes it doesn't work. I hope this game also means that also gives ownership and staff the realization that his job is potentially on the line. So he's going to have to make adjustments, hopefully.
Hey, Tack, hang tight real quick, Tack. God dang, Trail. What's up, nigga?
He's going to blame it on Bryce.
Hey, I need my closer.
Say it to Jiro.
Do you see that right? Do you see the picture?
This dude hates Bryce.
I goes off of the saying, Bryce Shamar Bartholomew Young. Nick can't get right, Scott, and Mike, I can't cover a car with a shield over top of it, Jackson.
Now let me tell you something, nigga, real quick.
No.
Let me tell you something, god dang it. Bryce Young didn't do bad yesterday. He didn't do bad.
But PvP.
Talk to me.
He didn't do bad, but he didn't do enough.
Well, hey, I mean,
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh, snap. Hold up. Shooter!
What up,
What up, my dude?
Yeah.
Triple P, what's going on, family?
Hey man, trying to put the paint where it ain't, man. Trying to put the
Hey,
paint.
I'm gonna put
God
hey,
dang.
these
Everybody
niggas.
coming up in here, man.
Oh,
Hey,
who now?
Uncle Gates, what's good, my dude? What's up, man?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
going on, PPP?
Man, we got a good panel here right now, man. Real good panel, man. Fellas, how y'all feeling, man?
Disappointed. Disappointed.
But I'm not defeated though. I'm not
Not
defeated.
defeated.
I'll say
Disappointed,
down.
but not defeated. From what
Yeah.
I learned from this team, it knows how to bounce back. All right, we can go from our highest to our lows. We can go from losing to the Saints to beating the Falcons and so on and so forth. We can beat good teams but lose to bad teams.
I got a question, man. I'm sorry. Why are we still inconsistent this late in the season? Like, seriously.
Man.
We figuring out how to win the correct way.
Yeah, because
We
we have
we
to
we
realize
been we been
What does that look like? You know what I'm saying? Because certain weeks it seems like they go through this and then they dig in their bag and they come out looking like some real contenders, and then it's like they go back to being what they was the week before. Like, that's crazy.
That all
they
goes to identity. We
I mean,
don't.
it's called being locked in, and I don't think Jairo Rivera was locked in this game. And
I mean, but I hate to cut you again, but after a bye week, brother, like
Right.
this, like you come back after a week off of clearing
Hey,
your head.
Nick Scott did say, he said this how it looks coming off of a bye. Look like we came off of a bye.
So that's how bye weeks look like, because what, lack of focus?
Man, listen, I think that's only for us. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just like what JC Horn said, when they went tempo, they didn't know what to do. They was out of place. They ran the same. Bro, JC said we ran the same play over and over again.
Yeah, and that was just them just doing it because they couldn't keep up. So they had to run the same play.
Yeah.
Hey, PvP, imagine in Madden, you get, and I'm not trying to compare.
Nah, no. Go ahead and do it, bro, because I'm right with you. Go ahead.
Imagine in Madden, you got 30 seconds left, no timeouts, and a nigga, you get a first down on him, and then you run tempo, and the nigga in the same formation, and nigga in the same coverage, and you just keep running tempo. That's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened, bro.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Ran
So-
the same defense.
So basically, New Orleans Saints played in our face, and we just let it happen.
Yep. We let them run down the field. We let them walk down the field.
It's, and it's insane. They were at their own 8-yard line, 55 seconds remaining,
And ran a naked bootleg. Ran a naked bootleg.
And got
in the
nearly
end
40
zone.
yards from it.
In their end zone, bro. Like, what the heck? We should have been all over Tyler Sharp in the end zone, man.
Yep.
Yo, Trail, I know you're trying to get in there. Go ahead, Trail.
I wanted to address Tat at first.
Okay, go ahead.
So you're sitting here and you're saying you're blaming Evero for whatever reason, right? So let me ask you something. So when we beat Atlanta, right, early in the year, when we shut them out 30-0, would you blame Evero for that? What did Evero do different? What did he do different? The Atlanta game early in the year, what did he do different against the Rams? What did he do different from yesterday? That's what I want to know.
He actually coached. Clearly, J.C. Horn said they just ran whatever they was in the whole time. He didn't adjust. He literally set them up to fail. And when I said that, niggas tried to get on my head and everything. When I literally said Jairo Evero didn't put our players in the correct position in the end of the game to even be in the position to make a play or to stop them.
No, sir. No, sir. I was talking to Shaq. I was talking to Tech earlier. I mean, I was talking to Tech, but if you wanna rebut, I mean, if you wanna get in there, you feel what I'm saying? You're talking about towards the end of the game. The thing that pisses me off with some people, it's cool for y'all to sit here and y'all to blame Evero, right? But y'all sit here and y'all sit here and y'all allow y'all okay with with shit happening in a win that y'all not going to accept in a loss. If you're not going to like it in a win, don't not, you feel me, critique it when we're losing.
Be
You
more
get what I'm
specific.
saying?
What
But
part
yeah,
of it are you
what
talking
makes y'all
about?
Y'all,
Be more
so
specific.
I'm sitting here, I'm hearing people sit here and talk about the lack of adjustments. I'm sitting here and I'm hearing people sit here and talk about playing 8 to 10 yards off the ball. We've been doing that for the longest time since he's been here because we don't have the personnel to sit here and to challenge people. We don't have the personnel to sit here and be like, all right, boom, we're gonna put our best corner on your best receiver. This, that, and the third. We don't have the safeties. You get what I'm saying? We don't have a linebacker. A linebacker is supposed to be the quarterback of the defense. Who the fuck is the quarterback of the defense?
Wallace and Roseboom.
Wallace, Trevin Wallace.
So
Yeah,
so
Wallace.
who's the ones that's getting the plays that's supposed
Trevin
to be
Wallace
making the adjustment?
Trevin Wallace is the green dot.
Okay. So he's making the calls, the adjustments. Do y'all necessarily try? I'm not saying you get what I'm saying. I don't.
No, I get what you're saying in that
But it's
regard.
the gyro to give him
Trail,
the
I
adjustment.
get what you're saying right there, Trail. I've kind of said this this year. I didn't trust Trevin being the green dot because he's still new. And I felt like he was pushed into it last year with Shaq Thompson being injured, which was all right, cool. But I don't think that he's capable of doing it because coming out of college, he wasn't scouted high in pass coverage. He was more like a run stopper. And they said in pass coverage, he gets turned around and it doesn't understand, his placing, on the field. So someone that has the green dot, they need to know what's going on in the front and the back of them.
They
But
they gotta they gotta know how to communicate. They gotta know how to communicate on all levels. You
absolutely,
gotta be quickly with the adjustments of the defensive line, the linebackers,
absolutely.
the back end, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So which brings me to my question, right? Nick Scott. How do y'all feel about Nick Scott?
Oh, he's gone. I want
Yeah, he
him off
should
my
be
team.
gone.
I want him off my team, bro.
How do y'all feel about Rosebone?
Um,
I feel like he can be a good
Pass,
depth piece,
pass
but I
cover,
wouldn't
pass,
I wouldn't like
pass
rely on
coverage.
him as a starter.
pass
Okay.
coverage, nah.
He more run
Run
stop.
defense. I like him more run, but pass, nah.
If,
I would say this about and just walk with me. You get what I'm saying? Y'all
Okay,
just walk with me because it's going to be a kind of a long process of what I'm getting at.
all right.
I would like Rosebone and more of like like if we're playing against somebody like the Ravens, right, where
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry isn't going to make much movement. I would like Rosebone right there. But if you
Mm-hmm.
got somebody like B. John Robinson or one of these shiftier running backs in a closed type, play, I wouldn't like him right there because he's prone to miss tackles. So I said Nick Scott. I said Rosebone. How's our pass rush?
We don't have
Uh,
a pass rush.
Okay,
Gibson was pretty decent yesterday, which I've been told him they should have been playing Gibson.
but
But
I'm just the
Just
overall. Yeah, you get what I'm
overall,
saying.
nah,
All
it's been
overall.
very, very sus. It's been very,
Yeah, it's
very
lacking.
mid.
It's
Okay.
lacking.
I feel like with the
Nick
pass
scoring
rush,
Nick
Oh,
scoring looks good in certain games, but he don't look like that all the time. Like he looked
all
pretty
right.
decent yesterday.
Two more
I
questions,
feel like with
fellas.
the pass rush, it was
Okay.
like pretty like inconsistent. Like I understand we got 5 sacks, but the pressure wasn't always there. I feel like we either got home or we didn't. And when we didn't, that left so much time for Tyler Shuck to make a play.
and one thing, going back to the linebackers, if we being honest, Roseboom was not meant to be our secondary linebacker. Josie Jewell was, but he fucking retired on some. You feel me?
Which is leading to what
Yeah.
I'm ready to say right now, fellas.
Go ahead.
How do y'all feel about Mike Jackson? Somebody got loud.
Yeah, I think that's Mello with a what yeah, that's Mello with a
Oh, my fault.
text
I
now
mean,
Uh,
button.
Mike Jackson had some good plays at times.
He's a solid corner.
He had some
okay.
that like weren't so much. Like when that one fumble that Roseboom should have got. Had Roseboom gotten that fumble, I think we would be sitting here talking about how we're one game away from the division. But that's besides the point. He had
All
good
right.
plays where he knocked the ball out of Olave's hands. He had some plays where he got beat. But I think when it came down to it, um, Mike Jackson was inconsistent. But I feel like as though he had a better day against Chris Olave than J.C. Horn did.
JC Horn gave up one play,
Yeah.
bro.
Olave
One
got
one
that
one
nigga
play.
chasing
He
down.
gave up a play for a touchdown.
Nah, he gave up more than one play, bro.
So how many plays did he give up?
He gave up like 3 that I can remember. But it's
But
but like I said though, Trail, it's not his fault though, in my opinion, because it's It's the defensive style that Evero plays.
You're talking about the plays when they went to when they was continuously going to Olave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
not only
That's
that.
the drive they scored on, right?
I mean
Oh,
that is, but there was a play beforehand, two plays beforehand where JC kind of got, he had the holding call on the
Right.
on the dig route, and then of course the touchdown with the skinny post, that he ran. But then there was like one or two more, but it's all because of the type of play or the type of style that Evero
and,
wants his defense to run,
yeah,
which is
and
zone.
also,
Which leads. I'm gonna hurry this up, fellas, because I don't
Go
want
ahead.
to keep you feel me
Nah,
prolong the
go
shit.
ahead, do your
Which
thing.
leads me to
You-
which leads me to what I'm saying right now. Right, I
Mhm,
get what y'all saying about Evero. I'm cool with that, bro. Me
mhm,
personally, I don't like our corners playing 8 to 10 yards out the bar, right? But we
yeah.
don't got a pass rush. When that we might have gotten to the quarterback yesterday, but how many times did you see Tyler Shook break out the pocket and scramble? Not only that. We
Twice.
got pound. We got pound. No, I ain't. No. I'm talking specifically on defense right now. I ain't even gonna get to him right now. Specifically
Okay.
on defense, we got problems at the second corner. We got problems at the linebacker. We got inconsistencies. We got problems at the linebacker. We got problems at the safety. We ain't got no pass rush. So when y'all saying y'all ask the question, why are we running a prevent style defense, or why are we playing 8 to 10 yards out the ball? Because everything is meant to keep everything underneath so that we don't get beat over top. Do y'all remember
I
last year,
got
the
it.
first
Hold on.
Saints game, right? When Rashid Shaheed had caught that long touchdown, right? Where was our safeties at?
When he caught that pass, so that was a cover three match. If you're talking about the first Saints game, right?
The first Saints game.
Yeah. It was cover
That
three
was a
match, and you had Jordan Fuller drop down almost like he was a hook defender instead of playing, back in his quarters or whatever. So
and Nick
that
and Nick
left JC
Scott is
Horn.
just as horrible. Nick
Yeah,
Scott is just as
listen.
horrible when he
I
Hey,
where
I
look.
get it, bro. Trust me, I understand that.
Hey,
Yeah,
look. Hey,
nah,
look.
you feel what I'm saying?
You saying to create the. I mean, you saying we don't have no pass rush. If I'm being honest, is Gyro not creating the pass rush with his scheme? He got.
Fact.
It's many times I seen DJ Wanham and Derek Brown in coverage, in coverage,
the
pass
same thing he
coverage.
was doing with the same thing he was doing
It doesn't
with
make.
goddamn Brian Burns.
Yep,
Yeah.
Hey,
and that's
Why
why
do
he
you
PvP.
have to?
left.
Why do you
That
have
his
to?
defense don't allow you to create pressure because it's
Hey,
like a base defense.
Hey, when
can
he
I
sent
get
them
15
exotic
seconds
blitz
real quick?
with our safeties, we was getting sacks when we sent them blitz with our safeties. But
Exactly,
but
shooter.
he
When we blitz, we get sacks.
PvP,
but
can
he
I
got
ask? Can I
blitz.
ask
He
Go
you and
wants
the
to
ahead, go
send
panel a
ahead, Tri
three.
State.
question?
He wants to
Can
send
Go
I?
ahead,
three or
Tri
four
State.
and expect us to get home. No, you got to actually send a fifth, sixth person in there.
Now, we can all agree the they protect all the QBs now, no doubt about it. They want to protect the quarterbacks as that.
That's what Tom
PvP,
Brady
do me a
made it
favor.
say.
Pull my give me a
Oh,
center
it's
screen
that
right
no
now.
call, huh? Where they
Yeah, yeah,
called the
yeah. Give me
penalty
a
for
center
Chuck, but
screen,
not for
PvP.
Bryce.
I want my avatar thing zoomed up.
What's up?
Okay, Bryce Young is 3 yards away from that DB, giving himself up.
Yeah,
Where is the personal foul?
yeah.
Where's the flag? He's
Who
literally
knows?
giving himself up right
Who
there,
knows?
and the DB is 3 yards away. How is that not a
That was
personal
crazy.
foul?
That was crazy. That should have been a flag.
Yeah,
Look, he's giving himself up right there.
yeah, yeah,
That's some
yeah.
bullshit.
And
That's
then and then the,
man.
the, the quarterback he kept sliding late. He like waits till he gets up on you and then he tries to slide. He doesn't slide early before you like can make a play on. He like waits till he gets up on you, then he slides. So you gotta hit him.
I
Hey,
said the
real
Man, he
same
quick.
been
Nick,
thing.
when
He
watching
when
kept
when
doing
did
he
that
Mahomes.
kept
personal
doing that.
foul happen, Nick?
He
Derek
been
Brown, a
watching
300-pound
Mahomes,
guy. You
man.
expect him to stop on a dime?
Man, them boys be trying to fake so they can keep running. They be trying to get them. They be trying to get them to pull up. You know what I'm saying? But if they
Exactly. I
don't,
mean
they
it's
slide
smart, but
last minute
yeah,
while they already
Nah,
got their momentum up, and they can't
because you
stop.
as a defender, you don't know if he's gonna keep running at you or you're gonna try to slide. So you like running up on him and then he slides the last second, and then you hit him.
Man,
yeah.
That's
didn't
that Tennessee.
Mahomes get us like that last year? I swear Mike Jack ran right by him because he thought he was going to go out of bounds or some shit, and he scored on that shit, I believe. Something
Oh
like
yeah, I
that.
remember that in that Chiefs game. Yeah,
Yeah, for real. Like,
yeah, I don't know what
Oh
you're
yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
do.
that was
Yeah, I
Dane
don't know what you're supposed to
Jackson.
do.
Dane Jackson, dumbass. He thought Mahomes was gonna go out of bounds, and he let him run right
Yeah, just
by him.
ran right by him.
Idiot,
I'm telling you, man.
idiot.
Like,
I don't know what you're supposed to
Playing
We
do.
two
cut him. I
points
think the
instead of
day
just
after. The
doing it.
next day we cut him after that.
Yeah.
Shit ridiculous, bro.
If we get better talent, bro, we won't have to worry about this shit defensively.
Right, he not putting them in position, bro. I know what
How
I
we
see.
how is we, bro? If who we going blitz? I mean, who we going to send on the blitz?
Nigga, Trayvon Mulray. You can send Lathan Ransom. You can send.
Okay, so you going to send Trayvon Mulray going to blitz, and that's going to leave Mike. That's going to leave fucking Mike Jackson by himself. That's going to leave one of your linebackers by himself. That's going to leave Nick Scott by himself.
But it's
So
not
you
gonna
okay
If
give
you
with?
him
if you're
But
time.
we
running a
did it. But we
It's
did
not
it
gonna give
against
them time
Green
to get
Bay.
open
We did it
though.
against the Cowboys. We
but
all these
it
teams, these
depends on the
all these
personnel you have
Cowboys
out there
teams that
too.
Oh,
we beat. We play them aggressively. Like I don't understand when we play the
oh
Rams,
my
we play
God, my
aggressively.
nigga.
It
But on
depends,
but
fellas.
on a damn 3 or
You
4
do you
win
do
team,
re-
we
you
want
do
to
realize that shit
prevent.
changes every week, right? You
I
the
do
same shit. You
understand.
can't run the
I
same
do
shit against
understand that.
everybody and expect it to work.
Yeah, that's definitely not how the NFL goes. You can't play teams the same way. You're gonna get cooked that way.
So the same shit that you're saying you're talking about doing with Green Bay, the fucking Cowboys might not work against this quarterback.
It might not, but we play. I mean, damn, we got to try something. We gonna what we did yesterday didn't work at all.
We
It
shot
comes down to
ourselves in the
adjustments.
foot,
It didn't.
fellas.
We
Evero
kept we
doesn't.
We
He
kept
kept
doesn't
bailing
saying
them
that
out
it
adjust.
with
didn't work at
penalties.
all.
We
Okay,
kept
then.
bailing them out with
Evero doesn't
penalties.
adjust to his opponent. Evero doesn't adjust to his opponent. He runs the same thing against everybody, and it works. So when it works, it works, and when it doesn't work, it looks bad.
I hated that conservative ass like soft coverage we did when we were up 17-10. We were playing mad soft coverage like we
Yeah.
took our foot off the gas. I don't know why. And then you give you're prone to give up the pass plays we did to Olave. Olave torched us on that last drive. He torched us. He had one catch through 3 quarters, and then in that one drive, he got 4 catches. Like, what the hell?
It caught him in the
Yep,
same defense,
95, like
man. Caught him in the same
90% of his
defense.
yards came from like that drive alone.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
had, he had one
See,
catch for 7 yards through 3 quarters.
I see now I'm ready to be the real nigga that I fucking am now. So we sitting here, we bitching and complaining about the last two drives. Yes, it ended up in us being a loss. So we played prevent defense, a soft coverage defense and shit the last two drives as if we wasn't doing that the whole game and these niggas wasn't scoring. If that's the case, what the fuck was the offense doing? When we give up a field goal or a touchdown, do the offense not come back on the field? When we didn't convert on the fourth down, and I mean when we didn't convert on the fourth down on offense and the defense came back and stopped them on the fourth down also, what the fuck did the offense do after that? So the offense just took the rest of the game off and the
No,
defense just had to
the
keep playing?
offense didn't do bad when they was allowed
Because
to be on the field.
y'all only pulling out the shit about
I'm
Evero
saying
and his bullshit
I'm
ass
saying you
defense,
want to say
but
the
y'all not
offense
saying
had
nothing
the
about the
damn ball
defense.
less than
I would say the penalties. I would say the penalty stops a lot of our drives. If you're being
Also, you
honest,
gotta remember they
the
had a
one
Just
drive
guess
he
12.
how
had
many
the
They had a
penalties he
ball
12
less
had.
minute.
a holding call on second down. Now it's second and 23, 25, and then they just run it the next two plays and then punt it. That's a lot of our drives
Before the end
when
of
we
the
don't
half,
move the ball.
they had a 12-minute drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had
They
an
cut
11
the
minute
whole.
drive, bro. Like, come
They
on,
had a
man. Like, y'all
12-minute
couldn't even
drive
get on
in
the
the
field
sec
to
in
do
the
shit.
second quarter. In the second quarter.
Okay, but for our first drive, what do we
That's
do?
nigga,
What do
that's
we
still
do?
the whole. That's still damn near a whole quarter of game.
We
12
put
minutes.
up
And
points
guess
the
what
first
happened? Guess what
drive.
happened? Oh, guess what happened after that 12-minute drive? We went right back down and got a field goal. So what are we talking about? We went into halftime up 10-7. And then we came out, we scored again. And what did we do in the fourth quarter?
Nothing. Dropped the goose egg.
So y'all want to sit here and y'all want to critique about the last two drives when the offense started out too, but you don't hear we don't hear nobody talking
I'm
about the
telling
offense. We only hear niggas talking about the defense. Y'all sit here and y'all cool with,
I
with the
mean, well, bring
defense
it up.
being
Bring it to the
y'all
panel
cool
then.
y'all
Shit,
cool
we
with the
talking about what
defense
we want
being
to talk
how it
about.
is when we
Bring it
play
up to
against
the
the
panel.
Rams, when we play against the Packers, because the same shit that we just
Yeah,
said
let's
we were
talk
just
about
talking
it
about
then.
this off coverage. That was the same shit that held the fucking Packers to 13 points.
Yeah, let's talk about it then. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we talking about how we feel about the game. You can talk about what you feel about it. Talk about the fourth quarter then. What
Go
about
ahead.
it?
No. At the end of the day, why is the offense stalling out?
You said
This is
what?
this is not this is
Yeah, what?
why is the offense continuously stalling out? We finally playing with a fucking lead and then we lose the fucking lead. We just take our foot out the fucking gas.
I mean, why
But
do
the
you think it's
defense is
stalling
only
out? Is it is
Hey,
it
Hold
hey,
on
is it
real
the
quick.
execution?
Hey,
Is it
hey,
the play
hold on real
calling?
quick.
Go ahead,
What
PBJ.
is it?
Hey, hold on real quick. Shout out to Melo the Great for that super chat. He said when the defense works, it's good. When it don't, it's bad. Also, shout out to Panthers for Life. Says comical some podcast blaming Bryce for the loss. And then one more I have here. Shout out to Eternal 252 for that super chat. He said 17 points on a 3-10 team, and can't QB sneak. And Olave always burning horn. And our defense, nothing new, especially when Shaheed was there. Our team just needs new or add a QB, linebacker, cornerback, free safety, and edge. Shout out to Eternal 252 for
Hey,
that.
PP. Oh,
Yeah, go
my
ahead.
fault. I thought you had another one. My
No,
fault,
go
bro.
ahead. No, you can go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I wish Reggie or T Cole was up here because PPP. You know I love JC Horn,
Mm-hmm.
but that touchdown that was all on JC, man. I mean, he was giving him the outside. Like JC was playing him to not give the inside, and he still gave, and Olave still got inside on that route. If you see the way JC was defending him, he gave him like outside leverage. So he wanted Olave to go outside, yet he still beat him inside. So as much as I rock with JC, I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, we lost the game because of him," blah blah blah. But that was underwhelming to see. That was definitely underwhelming to see.
Well, they say the game is a game of inches, and in that fourth quarter, we got stopped at the on third down at the 1 yard line twice. One time we got it, and the one time we didn't. We punted it. I mean, no, we got stopped. We got stopped on that Chuba run. Then the other time we had to punt. So
Yeah,
that was
I do want to
that
address
was
that
in the
with
fourth
Trail
quarter.
because I did want to address that with Trail because I understand what he means by the offense stalls. Trail, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like the play call. I thought the play calling right there on that situation. You listen, you go for the points. If you notice, the Saints offense was only moving down the field based on penalties. If we could have cleaned that up, we could have stopped them. Probably on that last drive. Because
PvP.
now you put them in a position now where they have to score, then have to get the ball back after we get a series. You take the points and you make it harder for them. I don't know why Dave Canellis went with a rugby style play. That's what was said. It was a rugby style play that they ran. Don't get why we did it.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because he did it earlier in the game and it worked. So he tried to go back to it. We ran that same play earlier in the game.
You talking about that 4-1? What play you talking
Yeah,
about?
when they had Rico, you talking about the one they had Rico and Chuba in the backfield and there's like a fullback dive to Chuba? That's the play you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did that one time, got it, and then he tried to go back to it in the fourth quarter and they stopped it.
Not only that though. I'm not even going to just talk about this game. The Rams game. Every time we went for it on fourth down. What was the purpose of us going for it on fourth down? Because we wanted to show them niggas like, bro, we ain't no bitch, nigga. We ain't no motherfucking bitch. We gonna sit here and we gonna convert this shit. If we would have sat here and we would have converted that, we wouldn't even be sitting here talking about this shit right now. But it was the fact that we went for it and we failed this shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm with you. I'm with you about the play calling and all. You feel me? But then I look at it also as like, bro, we at the inch-yard line. We can't quarterback sneak.
Well, Dave Canellis talked about that.
We definitely could have.
He talked about it today, and the question came up.
And
Yeah. Dave Canellis said it comes down to
lighting ass.
He said if we had a 200-something pound quarterback that can push the center, that's better leverage. So basically, it came out today that the reason why we don't run or we try to shy away from that is because of the size of Bryce. Now, I will say this:
you have Andy Dalton.
They been knew the size of Bryce.
Andy Dalton's not running that shit, bro.
Well, not Andy. You don't got to run Andy Dalton, but guess who could do it? Mitchell Evans, who has done it before.
That's a fact.
You know, it's like why are we?
Thank you, PPP.
Why are, bro? It's
and just like when New Orleans do it with Taysom Hill, y'all see Mitchell Evans. You know what we finna do, so stop it.
You know what we gonna do? Stop it.
So stop it.
We're talking. Mitchell Evans has experience playing quarterback in high school, so he's not new to taking a snap. Like that literally takes 10 minutes of practice for Mitchell Evans to just get the snap down and do a QB sneak. I don't know what's so difficult about that. I don't know why we haven't tried that or utilized it.
Yeah, and
Hey,
here's the
it
thing with
might be
that.
Why
because of
not
what
let
Big
Andy
Wallace said
Dalton
at
do it?
the end of that.
Why
He
not let
said
Andy
that's
Dalton
not
do it?
our style of
Why
ball.
Why
why
Andy
why would we
Dalton
let a
do it?
37-year-old quarterback that can't even fucking move to begin with do it, bro?
No, it's because it's just a QB sneak. But at the end of the day, Mitchell Evans is what six. Mello, you're the one who told me when you saw him in person at the Jets game. You said he's massive.
Oh,
So
he's huge. He
yeah, I
about
don't know
six
why we're
five.
not using him to do the QB sneaks, bro.
Yeah, they're not stopping that. If he's back there, they're not stopping
If
that.
that's the case, then
The Packers do it with Tucker
why every
Kraft.
if that's the case, then why every other time when on a fourth down we don't say him, we don't just quarterback sneak it down? Why do we just go out there
You
and
want to know
pass the
That's
why?
ball?
coaching.
You want
That's coaching.
Trey, it's coaching, man. Because
Yeah,
if if you come out and you admit that the reason why you don't run QB sneaks is because your quarterback is light, then you drafted this guy because of the
No, he
multifacetedness
he
of
didn't
his
draft him,
play.
PvP.
It's not coaching, it's
He didn't draft him,
limitation when you're
PvP.
quarterback. It's a limitation that
Who
your quarterback
who
has.
who who who
Unless
who didn't draft Mitchell Evans?
Dave Canales was not here when Bryce Young was drafted.
Yeah, that ain't on Dave.
No. I'm talking
Dave
about
working with
Mitchell
what he
Evans. I'm
got.
talking
He
about
working with
Mitchell.
what he got.
No, I'm talking about Mitchell Evans. He was here when we got Mitchell Evans. That's
No,
what I'm saying.
no, but
I'm talking about
PvP,
Bryce.
right?
No. I'm talking about Mitchell Evans. You draft you know the capabilities of this guy. You drafted him. I'm talking about Mitchell Evans. Utilize that. You use Horn one time yesterday, and he looked good. One time.
PvP. Come on, man. If Ted
What?
ain't, if Ted is not getting the ball like that, what makes you think Jimmy Horn gonna get the ball, bro?
What?
We got too
Well,
many mouths to feed on this offense. Is that somebody eventually is not going to get? You get what
And
I'm
we
saying?
don't throw it
That's
enough to even utilize all these wide
he
receivers.
only threw the ball
Wait
24
a
times.
second.
So
Wait a
some so
second.
at
Wait a
some
second.
point in time,
We're
go ahead.
not. We're not. No. We're not going to do that because we saw receivers and tight ends eat against Atlanta. We saw that. Bryce was
PPP.
throwing the
That's
ball to everybody.
okay. So PPP, pull up how many times he threw the ball that game. PPP.
That was one game.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Like on
I
a game in
understand
a
that, but
game out basis, these receivers is not going to eat as much as y'all think they are.
I'm
That's the
not
problem
saying
that you
I'm not.
have.
What I'm saying is this. I'm not saying that they got to eat every single game, but what I am saying is this: you underutilize one player, and the times that you do play him, he looks pretty doggone good. He at least gets you better yards on screen plays than running Leggett on the screen or T Mac on the screen. Like, come on! Like, what are we doing?
But PPP, he's not. So boom, this what you gotta think about, right? I understand what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
but you got Tech, who's our number one. You got XL, you got Coca, you got Bryson Tremaine, and then you got Jimmy Horn. And that's not even taking into account the running backs that we got to feed between Rico and Chuba, Rico, and then ETN, and then you still got the tight ends that gotta eat, bro. We got too many mouths on this team to
But the
feed before
real
we even
coaches,
think about.
the real coaches don't worry about that. They just worry about the chains moving. And that's what we need to worry about. If Ted
So
McMillan
what's
has 40
Wow,
yards less than
it's crazy you say
Dan
that.
Chisena, I mean, oh well. If we win the game, I don't care. I don't care.
so if
How
that's
many
the
times?
case, what was the
How
purpose of
many
us
times have
taking
we
Tech
saw?
then, bro?
How many times have we saw Rashard Bateman get more yards than what's the boy name
Zay Flowers.
what? Come on, like I don't care.
But PvP, Zay Flowers is not a. Bro, trust me, I get where you're coming from. But at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, you're sitting here, you're saying you don't care as long as the chains are moving. You got to think majority of the time the chains is not moving through the air, it's moving on the ground. So at some point in time, somebody's going to sacrifice. You feel me? That share cat. And I just named four people, the four receivers that's going to get looks before Jimmy Horn even gets a look at. That's not even including the running backs. That's not including the tight ends. We don't throw the ball that much. So what? I don't know how y'all. This the thing. I was saying this before the draft even happened. I said because I was hearing the rumblings about us taking Tech or taking a receiver over, you feel me, overall. I said, okay, so how is this going to work out? Because we got Coca that got promised, we got Excel that we just took last year, we still got the running backs, and then it just turn out that we take Jimmy Horn and Tet in the same draft, and then we got Bryson Tremaine as an undrafted free agent. Bryson Tremaine is a good blocker, and then when he comes in, he does his job also. So now you got Jimmy Horn and you got Bryson Tremaine fighting for targets and receptions because they both do their job good. You get what I'm saying? Then you got Tech, who you also gotta feed. You got Rico, you gotta feed him because if you don't feed him, he's not happy. Chuba's taking a back seat. Excel ain't getting no goddamn targets. You get what I'm saying? It's too many fucking mouths to feed, and we only throwing the ball 20 to 25 times a game.
Well, hey, I'll tell you like this, man. I hear what you're saying. I know you hear what I'm saying. I think we have too much firepower on this team to not utilize it to the best of our ability, especially when the game is on the line.
I agree.
Jimmy Horn. I mean, bro, Jimmy Horn could be anyone to the outside. Like, why aren't we utilizing this type of play style? I just don't. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Quarterback.
Well,
you don't think it has anything to do with the quarterback at all, bro?
It has a lot to do with the quarterback.
Okay. Hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. Did Bryce Young cause us the game yesterday to the panel?
No, he didn't. But he didn't step up and take over the game and win us the game either. And that's what we've been wanting to see from him.
It was a collective. If you want me to be honest, PPP, it was a collective. It was offensive and defense. Defense gave up the shit in the end, but defense was holding them for the whole for 3.5 quarters.
Right.
Into the last 2 drives. Why didn't we sustain any drives to score? Even if we would have kicked the field, if we would have the same 4th down we talking about that we didn't get, if we would have took the points, they would have needed a whole touchdown to beat us.
How was that on Bryce based on
because
the decision?
PvP, because it's been
that's what I want to get to. What because if you remember now, Bryce Young scramble down to that point right there? He scrambled down to get to that point, did he not?
PvP, you're talking about one drive, bro.
No.
Talking about
no.
Yes.
Hoopla just said he didn't do enough. He just said that.
He didn't.
And we're waiting on him to do enough. What I'm asking y'all is, when we came out from the halftime, did we not score a touchdown on that drive?
We did, which put us up 17-7. What happened since then?
What happened since then?
What happened? You just said we scored coming out of halftime. Halftime, we got the ball coming out of halftime. That's 15 minutes whenever time we scored. What happened offensively for the rest of the game?
Well,
after we scored 17 points.
Well, you did have Tommy Tremble drop a ball from Bryce.
After we scored.
Huh?
I was about to say, after we scored, they had the ball pretty much the rest of the second, third.
Hey, listen, I know I saw that. I just want other people to explain what they saw, so it don't seem like I'm, ball guarding the panel, because I saw the Saints hold the ball in the second quarter for 11 minutes, and they turn around and hold the ball for a heck of a long time in the third quarter again on this defense.
Look, PvP, we scored at 9:54. We didn't get the ball back until 1 minute left in the third quarter, about to go into the fourth quarter. They had the ball literally the whole third quarter. Offense can't do anything if they're not on the field. And then in the fourth quarter, we got stopped at the 1 yard line twice, like I said. And one time we didn't get it, and the other time we punted it. So that was our whole second half, pretty much.
So they had a whole 8-minute drive, and we came out and did what? Take all criticism a win.
So just in reverse trail, one drive, 1 or 2 drives, and you're blaming Bryce?
Who PvP? When did I just blame Bryce?
No, not
I said
you.
It was a collective.
He just gave everybody blame.
I'm talking about what Hoopla just said.
I didn't blame Bryce. I didn't blame Bryce. I said Bryce didn't lose us the game, but he didn't really take over the game and win us the game either. He didn't do enough to win.
Hey, PPP, can I say something real quick?
That's not blaming Bryce.
Yeah, that's not blaming him.
Okay, go ahead.
Have y'all noticed how much
I'm just
better
saying.
our oh,
I've been hearing y'all on other podcasts, but it's okay. Go ahead, Tech.
Bryce was just okay.
have y'all been noticing how much better our run defense was yesterday compared to like weeks prior? Bobby Brown, I think he changes. Like I know I'm getting off topic with what's going on,
No, you're
but
not. Bobby Brown should have been the nose from
he
day one.
absolutely should have.
I don't know
I
what
thought
other
that's what we
role.
brought him here for, PPP.
PPP. It's the
thought
money.
I thought that's why we
A
signed him.
Tech,
The defense
A
made some
Tech,
plays yesterday. The defense made
A
some plays
Tech,
yesterday.
A Tech. My bad, bro. I don't want to overtalk you or none of that or
No,
nobody
no,
else.
no. You good? You good?
That's
Say what you want to say.
That's the thing, yo. We're not paying Bobby Brown enough as much as we're paying Treshaun Wharton. We're paying Treshaun Wharton $15 million a year to do what? You can't stop the run. You a third down specialist. You ain't doing shit. And God forbid, because everybody gets hurt. I don't wish no injury on nobody. But now you're hurt for the second or third time this year. While
Mm-hmm.
we're on the cusp of making the fucking playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You probably got 3 sacks, 2.5 sacks in fucking what 15 games, and we're paying you $15 million a year to do what? You can't stop
Right.
the run and you're not generating any pressure.
Yeah.
So
Hey. But you know what, Trail? Here it is
Yeah.
once again. And then after this, I'm gonna read the super chats. But here it is again. The fans all screamed, "Why are we playing Tershawn Ward at nose over Bobby Brown?" If the fans can see that, what does that say about the people that are actually scouting these players, going out here and saying, "Okay, yeah, you're going to be starter, you're going to be second string." Bobby Brown was the clear winner of being the nose tackle in a 3-4 defense for the Carolina Panthers, and you put a smaller. I thought we just did this whole thing with Shy Tuttle.
it's the
Did,
money.
did we
That's the
not just
thing.
do this whole thing with
That's
Shy
the
Tuttle?
money.
It's gonna always be the money.
It's
But
money in
PPP,
politics. It's always going to be
when
like
you
that,
Man,
It's
PPP.
always
exactly
going.
when you
It's always
bring
going to be
I
like
somebody
that.
think
I've
it's
been
in on
saying
that
that.
type
Let me
of a
let me
deal,
ask
you
you this
gonna have
question.
to play them.
Hey, let me ask you guys this question: who's the better pass rusher between the two? Because maybe everyone was trying to accumulate more pass rush,
Bobby.
get more pressure on
I mean,
South.
he can like when he rushes the QB, you can
what's up,
see he's
Kitty?
making like dividends and he's pushing them back. What's Tershawn doing? He's getting pushed back.
Okay, so
Tershawn there flopping on
maybe
the
everyone
goddamn
was trying to get
field.
more pass rush because last time we played the Saints, Chuck lit us up just like he did yesterday.
Yeah, because I
Real
remember
quick,
the
shout out to
game that
Eternal
sold me on
252 for that
Bobby
super
Brown.
chat, man. He said if we need a tie in to do QB sneaks, we should have went ahead and got Tyler Warren, the ultimate weapon. And shout out to Panthers for life, man. He said, "What Bryce didn't save us. Saints had 337 yards of offense."
Yeah, we just got outplayed offensively, basically. I think I think Chuck he just outgunned Bryce when it came down to it. Like if you look at all those third and longs we had them in. When I talked to y'all last week about pushing the
Come
sticks,
on,
about
come
Bryce
on,
Young
come on,
pushing the
come
sticks on
on,
third
Hoopla.
down.
Come on, Hoopla.
Tyler, no, it don't
Let's
come
go
on.
past that.
Tyler Shuck, that's what I was talking about. Tyler Shuck went out there and gave us an example of what it means to push those sticks on third down. And he had some third and longs, and he converted on like 4 of them on some big throws
No, he
like that.
didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
He did, PPP.
No, he didn't.
He did. At the
Can
end of the
I ask
day,
y'all something?
we only gave them 20 points. It's not like it was some offensive explosion. Like we couldn't overcome
That's
the
what I'm
20
saying.
points. We couldn't overcome 20 points.
That's hey, bro. The
Well, hey,
defense
whose
was
fault is that? You can't blame Bryce because we was in field goal
Who
range. Why
blamed
not
Bryce
kick the field?
though?
Why
Why you
not kick
keep
the
saying
field
that?
goal?
Me and Trail having this conversation with you, and neither one of us have blamed Bryce. So I don't know who's blaming
that's what I'm
Bryce.
saying, bro. You got it, bro. I slip when you said you asked the question. I said it was a collective of both. Offense didn't sustain drives and defense gave up the shit at the last. You feel me? I'm saying at the last moment. That's what happens. Y'all just saying y'all just said that the Saints had the ball. So in the second and third quarter for over 5 minutes, the defense is tired. And then when you come back on the field on offense, the offense fucking stars out.
But
The
they
defense
did
need a
not
fucking
stall.
break.
Stall. Okay. All right. Okay. I got you. Two people can see two things differently. That's cool. Ain't no problem with that. That's all it is.
So PPP, you're sitting here and you're talking about one drive where we either had the option to take points or go for it on fourth down. Besides that one drive that you're talking about, what happened the other times? Because I remember Bryce got the ball back. If we're gonna if you want me to criticize Bryce, Bryce got the ball back with 2 minutes left in the first play of the game. I mean, the first play of that drive, he took a sack.
Yeah, he did. Shout out to Icky. Shout out to the play calling. Why 2 minutes are we throwing the ball trying to go deep? Why?
What about 2nd and 23? J.C. Horn bails him out on a defensive pass interference, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was egregious. He just grabbed
Oh
him
my
for no reason.
god.
Just grabbed him for no reason.
Jeez.
Yeah, man.
See, I have a question because I'm very confused. I thought the tie-breaking procedures in the NFL goes as division record, then conference record. But if that was the case, we'd be number one in the division right now because both us and Tampa are 2-2. They're 5-5 in the conference. We're 5-4. Yet we're second in the division.
I
So
think it's because we
if
have
there's
had
something
bad
someone could
losses.
clarify for me,
I
It's a
think it's because
strength of
of bad
schedule.
losses, in my opinion, because like they also
No,
take
no,
into
no,
account
no,
who
no.
you've lost to. Like earlier in the
We,
season, we lost to Arizona and then we
Tat,
lose to New
tat,
Orleans.
tat. Nah. It's not who you lost to. It's strength of schedule as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's strength of schedule. It's not about who you lost to or anything
so
like that.
so so is that the like okay? So Tampa's got to play Miami, and we got to play Seattle. So
Mm-hmm.
my question is, does our strength of schedule exceed Tampa's because of that game? And
I
will
think
it?
they take into account strength of schedule of the entire season, like even
Okay,
opponents you
because
haven't played
because
yet.
because because if we're going off that, it's honestly looking like we kind of need to sweep Tampa now. Like a split won't even be good enough.
No, a split. A split with Tampa and a Seahawks win
And a C.
will
Okay,
need,
yes.
and we will need Tampa to lose to the Dolphins. That's the only way that we can make this work. If they have to lose to the Dolphins, but we need to go ahead and beat the Bucks and the Seattle Seahawks, and then we can let Week 18 be be a sit sit our starters type situation. If that doesn't happen, if they beat the Dolphins and we beat the Bucks somehow, and we beat the Seahawks, and we go 2-2. Both teams go 2-2 in a sense. It's going to come down to no, they can't really go 2-2. If we beat them and say we beat the Seahawks, we're good. But if we beat them and then we lose to the Seahawks, they beat the Dolphins. It's going to come down to that Week 18 game.
Mm, hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
And as we both know, PvP, as we all know, it's all about money, right? If the NFL wants that
they
Week 18
they
game to
won a
be,
Week 18 game,
yeah,
bro.
they want it to be your win and you're in because they could sell it better.
Yeah. So what they might do? Well, I ain't gonna say what they might do. Gosh, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. We missed a grand opportunity
Yeah, we
yesterday.
did, PPP.
It
Yeah,
it
we
just
did.
it aggravates me so much, bro.
It does.
Yeah, we've
It
missed
does.
many this season. We've missed many of them, man. I hope it don't cost us.
Well,
Yeah, that's a fact. And going back to the Bobby Brown thing, I'm sorry if this is getting off topic again, but
hey,
I
Saints full
noticed
circle. You baby girl, I ain't block you, nigga. Coming in here laughing, punk nigga. Go ahead, Tat.
so I saw that when our rush defense started to go bad again, it was that one game against the Bills when James Cook torched us. You know who came back that one game after injury and played
Tershawn
78%
Wharton.
of the snaps?
Tershawn Wharton, didn't he?
Tershawn Wharton.
Yeah, yeah,
PPP.
yeah.
What did before the season started? What did I tell you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What you told me,
I
Trail?
I told I said number 90 fucking 99.
Yeah,
He's not good against the fucking run.
yeah.
And when ETI when they really started running the ball, it wasn't to the right, it was to the left. And then when ETN ripped off that big ass run, they washed number 99 as
Mm-hmm.
out the way. He was pressing to the outside and then he cut back up and there was nobody that he broke a tackle or two, which is why I say I wouldn't like Rose Boone, in open confined spaces like that. But he
Mm-hmm.
broke a tackle, and then you feel me? He had a big ass game, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why I've been saying the only reason why Sean Wharton is even getting a lot of playing fucking time is because the money, bro. He's what the third paid. He's the third highest player on fucking defense. You gotta play. You gotta find somewhere to play him. You got to.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I think this offseason, if I'm Dan Morgan, I'm probably going to try and trade him, but that's probably not going to happen. I
Should have
would
thought
trade
about
him
it
and
before we signed him because you gonna owe a lot of fucking money to him.
yeah, so I
You
mean,
stuck with
unless
him
you,
for at least another year, Tech.
yeah, I mean, if money didn't matter, but Bobby Brown would be the starter and we'd have a decent run defense, but money matters. GMs want to get their money's worth out of players, and they're stuck with them, right? That's the thing. If money didn't matter in the NFL, Deshaun Watson wouldn't be on a football team right now. We're making a comparison. So yeah, money plays a huge factor, and when they don't pay up to when they don't live up to their contracts, you're essentially stuck with them.
Well, I think Dan's gonna have a very very you guys to have uncomfortable conversation, and we may see we might offload him after year one. He ain't doing nothing for us, and people like Coker need to get paid.
Absolutely.
I'm saying 3 years, 25 to 30 mil for Jalen Coker.
Absolutely. I think he's been. No, he doesn't. I'm trying to figure out who he plays like. I was gonna.
Coker is closer to Tet than XL is to Coker.
Facts.
Mhm.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm very confident in saying that.
I
I
Yeah.
feel
was
like
gonna
Coker has
say that
he's
Coke. Okay.
cleared XL at this point.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
bro, he cleared him
absolutely.
last year.
Yeah.
He cleared him last year, and that's to be totally honest. Totally
Ted,
honest.
Ted and Coker are able to run those like combat routes and stuff on the outside on the boundaries that I
Mhm.
don't think Excel is really that advanced at. So it kind
Now I'm
of
not gonna
limits it.
lie. That one play yesterday, Hoopla was about to break big. If Bryce didn't get his arm hit, I mean, Excel still caught the ball and good tracking for him.
Yeah,
But
that could have been a big
Excel was
play.
about to he was about to take that to the crib.
Yeah, but I think that's
That's
why
where
we don't
he's
see
best
Excel
used
get that
as.
many opportunities. Plus, he like the deep ball, and
Mhm.
Bryce don't really take those, so he don't get many opportunities. So I don't think we'll ever get to see his full potential in Carolina. Not
Yeah,
with
but
him
I
and Bryce.
do
I
think
don't think
as
him
of
and Bryce
right
is a
now
good
we
fit.
have an established receiving core,
Oh,
which
definitely. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
We need another weapon.
I think Ted. I think
What?
us hitting on Coker. I think it kind of makes up for Excel if like he don't work out with him being a first round pick. You know what I'm saying? That kind of put a band-aid on that.
yeah, I think
At
we
this
still
point,
need like
honestly, if I'm the Panthers, my first round draft selection would either be Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end from Oregon, or the best edge rusher available.
I think you can
We got to
always
go.
find a
We
good
might have
tight
to go
end in
edge
free.
rusher in the first round, y'all.
I think you can always find a good tight end in free agency. Because Dallas Goddard is going his contract with the Eagles ends after the season.
But he's
So
always hurt, bro. He's
Yeah, he
always
is, man.
hurt.
yeah,
You
He's
know what?
all he can
That's gonna
give
be a
you 2-3
conversation.
good weeks and then be out for 7 weeks.
Hey, that's gonna be a
yeah.
conversation that we gotta have, bro. JT Sanders is not working out at all.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
it's
it's
yeah.
not. He was
And I
better. He was
and I
better when he was
told
15
y'all,
pounds heavier.
eggs. Nick, remember I kept saying I don't like my tight end small. I
Me
don't
neither.
like it.
And
I
it's like if you're gonna have him lighter, which they did, they told him to lose weight, this and that. They don't even utilize him like that. You would think you're getting him lighter so you could line him up at receiver,
yeah,
He's
yeah.
too
but they don't
slow
even do
footed.
that.
He's too slow footed and stiff in the hips, man. I don't think he's an NFL level athlete. I think that's what's holding him back. Like he got ball skills and good hands when he gets the opportunities. But you see, like whenever he catch the ball, it's like he's stuck in the mud. Like he can't do shit.
So
Yeah.
did we whiff on both Texas players?
I think we did.
I don't.
No, I'm
I'm not
not
gonna
giving
say
up
that.
on
I'm not
Jonathan
giving up on
Brooks.
Brooks yet. Yeah, I'm not giving up on Brooks yet.
I'm not
Yeah,
I
giving up on
think
Brooks
up
yet.
for
on Brooks.
Brooks, if we don't want to extend Dowdle, we'll do a
Oh,
develop
Dowdle's
and
gone,
trade.
bro. Dowdle's gone. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this right now. It may rip some people in the wrong way.
Yeah,
I
it's
think the
rubbing me bad
Panthers.
already, Nick.
I think the Panthers would be foolish to sign Rico Dowdle. Foolish.
Why?
Too much money. PPP. He's going to command too much money at this point.
So, so you would rather go and like try to go into the season with Jonathan Brooks?
Absolutely.
Oh no,
And
Nick.
ETN,
Absolutely. And ETN, Chuba, and Jonathan Brooks. What's wrong with that?
that's a nice
What's wrong
lineup.
with that?
PPP.
That's a
What's
nice
wrong
three
with
running
that?
backs. That's
What,
three good running
what
backs.
have you seen
Yeah,
out of ETN and what have you seen out of Jonathan Brooks?
Well, before Jonathan Brooks got hurt, I saw him making a lot of people miss on his few plays that he played. The first catch he made against Tampa off the screenplay, he made three people miss.
PvP,
He made three people miss to PPP on the first catch he made.
PvP.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
my God,
How
Tua got a noodle arm, bro. Oh my God, Tua.
these players
Asante
that we're
Samuel
sitting
Jr.
here with,
interception.
Yeah.
these players that we sitting here with talking about, Jatavion Sanders, Xavier Leggett, and ETN.
Mhm.
We can't, you can't. Now, out of me personally, the only tight end that I know or that I've ever seen, you get what I'm saying? I'm only 28, so I'm just lay that right there. Only tight end I've ever seen that has some shifty ass hips. Pause. Was Travis Kelsey modern day Antonio Gate? Antonio Gate could get in, I mean Antonio Gates could get in and out of there, but those are the only two receivers. Everybody else like a grunt
Oh, Vernon
or
Davis was like that too.
Yeah, I remember Vernon Davis, but anybody else like a Gronk and all them niggas was
Yeah,
stiff.
they were
You get what I'm
stiff in the
saying?
hips.
They
I
were
feel
stiff.
you. Yeah, yeah.
So when we say here, we talking about movement. You get what I'm saying? Movement or elusiveness in tight ends, you're likely not going to find it in a tight end. Now, if you saying you talking about like the ability to like break attack, like oh get the fuck up me this that and the third. Now, with you, Jatavion Sanders was never that type of nigga. He was a
Finesse.
exactly Nick
Yeah,
exactly.
he's all
I
Now
have a
finesse.
when it
I have a
comes,
question.
go ahead, Tech.
What do y'all think about Isaiah Likely? I mean, he's finishing off his rookie contract, and
No
I
sir.
wouldn't mind that
yeah, I
No
if the
mean,
sir.
they
money's
switched
right.
in and Mark
I'd
Andrews.
rather I'd rather invest in that than spending $8 to $10 million on Rico Dowdle. I mean, here's my thing with Rico Dowdle. Here's my issue with it. You look at a situation with the Bears. They just drafted this kid Kyle Monangai in the 7th round, and he's a difference maker on that team. He's a difference maker. He gives the Bears an identity, and he's a 7th rounder. So it's
Nick
like
and Tech.
even if you let Rico go, you could draft another running back in the later rounds if you don't feel comfortable with ETN or Brooks. And you can
Isaiah
get
like
a guy.
I think
Isaiah.
Brooks, if healthy, I think he has potential to be like one of the top five backs in the league. So
Yo, bro, who you telling? Who
I'm
for
trying to tell
facts?
you.
I,
I'm
I
trying to
feel
tell you,
you.
man.
Jonathan Brooks is like that.
Based off that potential, they got to give him a chance to get on the field and see if he
Hey,
can still
real
do it.
quick, shout out to Duffy, the creator, man, for that super chat. He said Excel would have never caught that toe tap play Coca caught.
That's a
Oh
Never,
no,
fact.
nah.
never.
That's a
Excel is not a
fact.
natural. He's not a natural receiver like that.
That's a fact. XL might have not caught that touchdown either.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't have laid out for that.
No.
Mm. Nick, I don't know. Nick, let me ask you a question, Nick.
What's up, bro?
All right. We dropped the ball yesterday. Buccaneers dropped the ball. Panthers, Bucks coming up this week here. You know, we're going to turn the page. You know, hey, we still got meaningful football as much as, and I don't know if y'all follow me on Twitter, but I've been giving Saints and Falcons fans the business today on Twitter. Yeah, I've been going at them boys next. But
Oh,
what
I
do
gotta
you
go on your
see?
Twitter now, PPP after.
Bro, you got to, bro. You got to, bro. It's been crazy today. But what do you see going into this Bucks Panthers game? Home game. Bucks ain't playing good. Panthers inconsistent. What do you see, man?
um, so as you stated, I see the Bucks who are absolutely like downward spiraling out of control right now. I mean, I heard Damian Woody on Monday Night Football say himself, he's like, I can't see a team come back from the loss that they had. So when Damian Woody, a Super Bowl champion, says that, to me that rings bells to me. It's because he said himself, he's like, you're up 28-14 in the fourth quarter. The Falcons had 19 penalties
Mm-hmm. Over
and you
100 yards.
lost the game. He was like, I don't see a team bouncing back from that. And then you go off with Todd Bowles, his press conference. I know you heard it, PPP. He
Oh
was
yeah, they
he
had
was
brothers.
laying it on his players, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, if you have like a
he was sending
dysfunctional,
shots to some players on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
at this point, it
absolutely.
all depends how the players respond. This could go one of two ways. They could come out with fire in their souls and play out their minds, or they could just lay down and just be like, "Fuck it," and just give up on Todd Bowles. So I think the keys to success would absolutely be running the ball consistently. The problem with Rico right now, man, he hasn't done nothing since the Green Bay game for us, yo. Rico's done nothing since like week 9.
He hurt, Nick. He's hurt. You every look at the game yesterday. Every time he gets tackled, he's getting up like a grandfather. He's
That's
hurt.
that's that's a problem because we just had the bye week.
I think Rico had those 2 big games, and people got their expectations up too high for him, and he just came back down to earth. And then on top of that, he banged up. I don't think he never really was that guy. He just had, a couple days.
Yeah,
Mm.
if like, let's say he like, yeah, I'm not saying they're gonna re-sign him, but let's say he wants like a 2-year, $11 million, $6 million guaranteed. Like, would you take
He
that?
got more than that, big dog.
Wait, you said 2 years, 16 mil?
No, 2-year, 11 mil.
For who?
11
Rico?
for
Rico, let's.
Rico?
He's not gonna
Mm.
get that. He's gonna get way more, bro.
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
He's
same
gonna
way
Rico
get
said
way
he
Isaiah
might
more
Light.
get
in
a
free agency.
2 year
Someone's gonna offer him.
25. You think?
Yeah,
2 years
someone's gonna offer
25?
him like 3 years, 24 million, bro.
Oh, 3 years, 24.
Yeah, that's about what DeAndre Swift got when
Yeah,
he went to the Bears.
yeah.
yeah. So do you
That's
That's what
about
think
what
that
he'll
Miles
get,
like,
Sanders got when
roughly.
we signed him.
so like, is there anyone in specific this year that we could use the franchise tag on and trade?
No, I don't want to franchise tag no one.
Yeah, we know how that went with Brian Burns.
Yeah, I don't want to tag no one.
So, oh man. Okay, let me ask y'all
Icky.
this question about Rico.
Uh-huh.
What's the price that y'all think would be sufficient for Rico to stay here in Carolina? He's from Carolina. You know, that may be a trigger for him to stay, maybe. And if it is,
Nah.
Nope.
you don't think
He took a
so?
1 year PvP. He took a 1 year deal.
Mm,
He and his agent
appreciate it.
spoke about it. He bet on himself. And he
Mm.
earned it. He's gonna get a big contract now. Someone's gonna offer starter money to him, whether it's the Texans, whether it's the
God
Steelers,
dang.
whether it's the Steelers, whether it's the Cardinals. Someone's gonna throw him some money to be their
And
starter.
I
Maybe
feel like
even
it
the
ain't gonna make.
Saints. You never know. Maybe even the Saints.
I feel like it ain't gonna make or break nothing. I mean, with our offensive line, we can find a decent back and put in there and get solid production.
Man, Jonathan Brooks better than Rico Dowd. I don't care what anyone say, bro.
Definitely a healthy Jonathan Brooks. Definitely,
Whoa, Nick,
man. Look, I
bro,
hope that boy get on the field and he healthy, man.
man. Listen,
You will
I ain't gonna
forget about
lie.
Rico Dotto. You will forget
I'm
about
ready
Rico
to.
Dotto.
I'm ready to move on from Jonathan Brooks. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We
I
ain't seen
don't
him
get,
play though. We
I've,
haven't
don't
seen
I've
him
don't
play.
give up on him yet,
I've
PPP.
seen
Not
enough,
yet.
bro. I've seen enough, bro. Nick. We're gonna come back to this conversation. December. What's it? December 15th,
Oh, I already
2025.
I got
Rico.
money riding on it with Q and Kendall. I bet $50 each with them that he's gonna play in at least 9 games next year.
Mm.
Yep. Half the season.
Oh no, boy. God
Hey, can I
dang,
can I
Nick.
say this about our running
He
game
in
real
the
quick?
hyperbolic time chamber right now, PPP. He's chilling.
Hyperbolic time.
Hey, can I say something about our running game real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys don't think like if the defenses respected our quarterback's arm more and didn't load the box, our running game would be a little better?
You said
Probably.
respecting our quarterback's arm,
Yeah,
instead of loading the box.
yeah.
Uh, see, I hate the way y'all be prefacing questions. I hate when y'all do that because what shows you that they don't respect Bryce Young's arm?
Because they keep loading the box on us.
Well,
Daring him to throw the ball down the field. I mean, we've seen it all season, PvP.
Well, that's because we keep
I'm not trying
announcing
to be
that we're
funny or
run
nothing. I'm
first
just
league.
loading the box and what? That those two don't even coincide with one another.
what does
You said they're loading the box because they want Bryce to throw.
yeah, they load the box and they dare Bryce to beat him with his arm, and we've seen that all season. I'm saying
Dude.
if defenses respected his arm more, you don't think it would be better spacing in the running game? for our running backs to be more effective?
No, because we're a run first team and we've made
Exactly.
it evident that's what we do.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Just because we're a run first team, that doesn't mean teams not going to load the box on certain quarterbacks, though. PPP, they're not going to do that.
PPP, do you watch Eagles games?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you see the similarities?
I do. But that's because
That's all they say.
Yeah. But that's because of Saquon. That ain't because they're daring Jalen Hurts to throw the ball.
Jalen Hurts he's a one read quarterback, PPP.
But that's not teams.
I got a hot take. As far as a pure quarterback, just throwing the football, Bryce Young is better than Jalen Hurts at throwing the football. He's not more dynamic than Jalen Hurts. No, I'm not going to take that away from Jalen. But as far as just strictly throwing the football, Bryce is better than Jalen Hurts, bro. I'm sorry. Jalen Hurts is trash as far as I'm concerned at throwing. He's not a good quarterback, bro. He's not. Neither of them are good. Bryce is just a little better.
Yeah, I don't. Nick, am I hearing what he's saying wrong?
Who?
What Hoopla just asked me. That teams are daring Bryce to throw the ball. That's why they load the box.
PvP.
Yeah.
You're getting defensive about it because Bryce is your guy, bro. But if you really take a step, and that's why I be understanding what you saying, and that's why I can rap with you because that's why I even go to your podcast or Q and them podcast because y'all understand what I'm saying is like. I don't fuck with Bryce. I don't like Bryce at all. But when a nigga does good or he makes a good play, I'm going to be the first to say, yo, he made a good play. What he's saying is that because Bryce has not shown us enough consistency as a thrower of the football, that's why they stack the box because they it's like this. And that's the reason why I use the Eagles analogy. They'll rather Jalen Hurts beat them than to have Saquon beat them because once you get Saquon going, now you opened up Pandora's box with the run and the pass. So bringing it to the Carolina Panthers, if Bryce is able to beat us on any given day, they will accept that. But what they're not going to do is they're not going to allow us to run the ball and then the run turns into play action. And play action turns into everybody motherfucking eating. I'm talking Ted, I'm talking Coke, I'm talking Mitchell Evans, I'm talking Xavier Leggett. That's what they don't want to do. So they at the same time, they're trying to make us one dimensional. They're going to take away the best thing that you do, have you beat us the other way. That's all they saying.
So what? Okay, so let's get a little technical here. So what happens when they load the box? Oh snap! Hold on, wait a second. God Rizzo! What up, my dude?
What's good, my G?
Hold on, Riz. Let me give Riz the floor real quick, fellas, and we'll get right back to it. Riz, floor is yours.
Thank you, kind sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fuck the Saints bum asses. Fuck the Bucks bum asses. Fuck those dirty ass, nasty ass, contagious ass, rodent infested ass, dirty birds. And then fuck whatever y'all niggas talk about trying to put this shit on Bryce. Like, let's go, baby. Let's just go. I'm fine.
Let's go, Riz. Let's go.
Ain't nobody said nothing about putting nothing on Bryce.
No.
Well, I'm not gonna put anything on Bryce except that one throw he should have put on XL in the end zone.
So Bryce is inconsistent, right? So in terms of you niggas' definition of consistent, so what? He got to throw for 200 yards a game? Is that what y'all definition of consistency
I mean,
is?
hold on. Well, Riz, you asked that question. What's the league average? I mean, we at least want him to be average. I don't think he even is at league average.
You saying league average, but I mean every offensive scheme is different, right, sir?
Well, what's our offensive scheme?
Run first, right?
But what about the pass game?
Am I not mistaken?
But what about, is the pass game effective? Just because you're a run first team, that don't mean you have to have an ineffective pass game. Just because you're a run first team doesn't mean you have to have an ineffective passing game.
Sir.
Our
sir,
passing game could be better, sir.
sir,
That
sir,
doesn't
sir.
mean
When
that
when
doesn't
you're a
mean
run first team, your offensive scheme is built around effective running of the football. So if you
does
can't
that mean
effectively run the ball, then of course
but
your pass
you can
game
be a
is
run
going
first
to
team
suffer.
and have an effective passing game too, though, correct?
Give me an example.
Who this hoopla talking?
Yes.
No, this is
Hold
Riz.
on,
Give me an
hoopla. Hold
example.
on, no, I know, nigga, I know who you are. But hold on, hoopla, I got you, I got you. Let me a Res B. What what would you
I'm still
consider
waiting
the
for an example.
hold on, nigga,
Still waiting for an example.
hold up, nigga.
Just
I'm
waiting
ready to
for an
get to my
example.
point, nigga. What would you say about the Colts? Is the Colts a run first team?
Yes, they were. Don't they got a player named Jonathan Taylor?
And they had Daniel Jones, and look at his stats, nigga.
What does
Thank you. That's all I
what does
needed.
that mean?
Hey, the
They a run
Ravens and
first
Lamar
team.
Jackson, that's a run first team.
They a
He still
run
has an
first
effective
team, and
passing game.
their quarterback is putting up numbers.
So is Lamar Jackson trash? Because you know they stacked the box on him a lot. So is Lamar Jackson
Oh
trash?
my
Yeah, but when
god,
the
bro.
box is stacked on
No,
him, he
no, no,
makes
no,
them
no, no,
pay.
no, no.
He makes them pay when they
Girl,
stack the
you
box
know,
on him too, though.
Is Lamar Jackson trash? Yes or no? Because they stacked the box on his ass.
And who said Bryce was trash because the
I'm
box was
asking
stacked on
you
him?
a
Who said
question.
that
Like
though?
I'm just
Who
asking a
said
question.
Bryce
If
was
you
trash
get
though?
defensive, that's on
But
you.
no, no, you're getting defensive because
No,
nobody said
no,
that Bryce
sir.
was
I asked you
trash.
a simple
Nobody
question.
said Bryce was trash.
I asked you a simple
I
question.
stated a fact
I
that
think he
teams were loading
trash.
the. I stated the
I
fact
think
that
he
teams were
Let,
loading
let
the
trash.
me
box
let
on
me
him,
ask this
and I asked
again
a
very
simple
slowly.
question.
If the Ravens get the box stacked against them, sir, does that mean Lamar Jackson is trash? Yes or no? That's. I'm not asking you about Bryce. I'm asking you about Lamar Jackson.
I'm not answering that question because that has nothing to do
Okay,
with what I
okay,
said. How about that?
I'll
yeah.
How
answer
We
the
about
got
that?
it.
question.
I
PPP,
answered
we
a
got
silly
him.
question.
I'll
We
answer the
got him.
question.
You
Said we
ain't get it.
got him.
I'll answer
We
the
got him.
question. The Ravens don't have any the Ravens don't have any receivers on the outside that can win one-on-ones. That's why they stack the box. Because would you rather Derrick Henry beat you, Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson beat you on the ground game, or would you
Mhm.
rather take your chances with Zay Flowers, Rashard Bateman, who's inconsistent as receivers?
So who is Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely?
Mark Andrews is barely on the field, sir.
Oh, but did he just sign a 3-year extension?
He's barely on the field,
Did
sir.
he just sign? So why would they sign him to a 3-year extension?
Riz B, you're asking the wrong nigga. But
I,
he's
I'm
barely
just,
on the
I'm,
field, sir. I know
I'm,
because I live
I'm
up here,
just saying.
nigga.
Okay, that doesn't mean anything, though, right? Obviously, you're not aware of why they signed him to a 3-year extension if you're claiming that he's barely on the field. But clearly, they see value in him to give him a 3-year extension, right?
And that's the dumbest shit alive because you got Isaiah likely right there waiting to take over the helm at the tight end position, but yet you paid Mark Andrews. So
Hey,
that's the
listen,
L on them. That's the L
listen,
on them.
and,
But you
and
still
and that
haven't you
just
still haven't
shows.
answered you still haven't answered
No,
my
no, no.
question
Wait a
about the
minute. Your
Colts.
answer to
You
that
s-
question just shows that we all just talking hypotheticals here and from Madden perspective, because I've never once heard the Baltimore Ravens making dumbass decisions. Or am I wrong about that? I mean, y'all got mighty quiet. I mean, what did I do?
What was
Sir,
your
can you
question
answer
again,
my
bro?
question? Can you answer my question?
Ask your question again, sir.
You sat here and said a run first team. They with a run first whatever the fuck you were saying about the run first team and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned the coach to you.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones was having one of the best years that he's ever had in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you have to say? So they particularly run the ball first, but how was their quarterback putting up numbers if he's not throwing the ball like that?
Because their quarterback also has weapons to throw the ball to. Like,
So
did they not?
oh my God.
Am I lying?
Oh my God. So what is Tech? What is Tech?
Ted almost got 1,000 yards. Yes, absolutely. He's putting up
Wh-
numbers.
who's Coker?
What is Coker's numbers, sir? Because
Nah.
he was injured. He was injured half of the year. So like nothing you saying right now about
So
Coker,
so
all of
hold
that
on,
is
hold
no
on,
more.
hold on,
Hold
hold on,
Coker got
hold
more
on,
yards
no,
than
hold on,
Leggett. He's second on the
hold
team
on,
in
hold on, Nick,
receiving.
hold on, Nick,
That there lies to my fucking argument. You know,
hold
like
on, Nick,
the Colts
hold
have
on, Nick.
weapons, sir.
So y'all was just saying here talking about we
Wait,
were just saying here talking about a dumb idea that the Ravens
the
just did,
Indianapolis
but
Colts.
yet,
The
go ahead, Nick,
Indianapolis Colts are
go
not the
ahead, Nick.
Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah,
Why
the
are we
Colts
Go,
doing
got
all this?
way
Because
better
I
weapons
asked
than the
if the running
Ravens.
game will be
What?
better if teams stop loading the box. Why can't we
And
just
go.
I
answer that
asked
simple
you, was
question?
Lamar Jackson trash if they do that to the Ravens? And you still
No,
have not
no.
answered that
I
question.
said will our running game be easier or more effective if teams didn't load the box on us so much? That's a
They
simple
will.
yes or no. That has
Uh,
nothing to do.
they're
That has
going to
nothing.
load the box because we're a run first team. That's what you do to run first teams. You load the box and try
So
to make
why is
them
the
beat
man
you over
barely
the
cracking
top.
200 yards? Why is he barely cracking 200 yards?
Ask
Yeah, but
Dave Canales that. Like what are we
I'm
talking
not
about?
even. I ain't even trying to have
And
no
then
why
Bryce
do I only
debate.
hear
So I'm gonna
Riz?
back
I'll
out.
be. Let me jump out and jump back in, PvP.
All right, jump out, jump back in. Yeah. Hey,
so Riz, let me ask
real quick.
Why are we
Shout out
asking
to the
Dave
real.
Canales those questions?
Hold on, right quick for me,
He's
Riz,
the
and I'm
head
gonna let y'all
coach,
get
right?
back at it.
He's
Hold on,
calling the
right quick.
plays, right?
Riz, hold on, right quick for me, Riz. Shout out to Real HH Entertainment for that super chat. He said, "Why did we draft a QB at 1
Whoever's
and a
talking,
wide?"
I can't hear them. PPP.
that's PPP, bro. That's PPP. Hold on. That's
Yeah,
PPP.
it's cool. It's cool. He said, "Why did we draft a quarterback at 1 and a wide receiver at 8 to be a run first team?" And then shout out to Drew Free.
Great
He said
question.
the biggest stat of last night is Saints with the 6 first downs by penalties. Go ahead, fellas.
Now, back to what I was saying. Riz, let me ask you this. Do you feel as though we should pay Jalen Coker? Is Riz up here?
I think he
He
no, he
ran. He ran
dropped.
from that question because why the hell are we a run first team? Like that. That was
Because
a great question.
exactly.
That was a great
Because
question.
I just sat here and I just mentioned because I mean if you want to talk about the Ravens too, Lamar Jackson had about 40 touchdowns last year passing.
Let me see if I can
That's a
hit
run
Riz
first
the
team. The Colts before Daniel Jones got hurt. I don't even know Daniel Jones' numbers, but the nigga was throwing the ball. So you feel me? I just named you two teams right there. And then a lot of these fans out here talking about how we should pay Coker and trade Excel and shit. Why would you pay a player that's barely on the fucking field?
No, don't
But
trade
that but
Excel.
but no, Nick, we got you. If y'all plan on
No,
keeping Bryce Young, if y'all
no, no,
plan on
no.
keeping Bryce Young, it's not going to work out with him in Excel. Trade him. We don't use the
I
nigga. He
agree.
barely get targets.
Their
I
games
mean,
don't fit each other.
if
The
if
same.
if the if the offer is right, sure. But I'm still not giving up on Excel. He's a young player, still very. He was raw coming into the league. He's getting a little better, but let's give him a little more time. But I feel you. By the end of next year, might have to start having some conversations about Excel if he don't pick it up.
How he going to pick it up if he don't? Nick, he's a receiver. It's a dependent position. You're only going to be able to pick. You're only going to be able to pick it up or go as far as as many targets as you get. That's the same thing I was talking about when Pete
He's just
when y'all were talking about Jonathan Brooks and ETN. How are we ever going to see what ETN got if we don't give him the ball?
That's fair in saying. My thing with Excel is he can get better at running routes. Granted, there have been plenty of times where he's been open, and I've gotten into this with Panther fans, and it seems to be like a split down the middle because I was one of those people who was like, XL can't get open, XL can't get open. But when I've watched film on some games doing these all 22s, I've seen XL open a few times and Bryce didn't even see him. And then there were times where Bryce did see him, like the throw he had against what was that? Against the Saints in the back of the end zone where XL fucking alligator armed it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he doesn't take advantage of the opportunities when he gets them. He gets limited opportunities, and then when he gets the opportunities, he fucks it up more times than not. Foot's in out of bounds, or he's not inbound. His awareness is low. Like
That says to me he's not in rhythm.
He's not.
I, I might get some flack for this, and I'm not saying I would do this. Blah 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 blah. But a big time tight end like Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon, that would really open up this offense, yo. That kid would
No,
open up
sir.
this
No,
offense.
sir, Red. No, sir, Nick. No, sir. No,
He
sir.
would, bro. He would. He
No,
would.
sir, Nick.
That kid would
Nick.
open up this offense.
Nick, we're barely throwing a ball 30 to 3. We're barely throwing a ball 25 times. What is another weapon on the offense going to do for us
No, but
when
he's a
the
willing blocker. He's a willing blocker. He helps on the line as well to block. He's an every down tight end. He's not like one of those like JT Sanders where he's only a receiving tight end. Like he'll block. He'll get his hands dirty in the trenches. He's a willing blocker. That's something we need. We need an every down tight end and someone
Nick,
who's a vertical threat and can take
that
away
that's
because teams how they're defending Bryce is they're clogging up the middle of the field. If we can get that tight end, because Tom Brady said it best. You can't double a good tight end because if you do, it's going to compromise the whole defensive scheme. So a tight end weapon is really an elite tight end weapon is really like the defensive buster in the NFL right now. Because Tom Brady, I heard Tom Brady say it himself. He's like an elite tight end is something defenses can't game plan for because you can't double a tight end. You're going to compromise your whole defense by doing it.
Nick, no. I understand. For one, I'm not taking a tight end. Just you feel me? I'm not taking a tight end that's going to just ultimately be a blocker and get 2 or 3 targets in the first round.
No, no,
Again,
no.
I'm not doing that.
This kid is nice, bro. Go watch him when you can.
Nick, I understand what you're saying, but look at what we're already dealing with on offense. We rarely throw the ball already. So now, if we grab another offensive weapon in the first round, you're going to have Tech. You're going to have the first round weapon that we just took. You're going to have Coker. You're going to have Excel. You're going to have whatever running backs that we have here. And let's be honest, we can't be a just throw it all over the yard type of offense consistently because our quarterback is not he's inept at doing that.
Mm.
So why would I take a tight end in the first round?
You,
Just
it
to be
let,
a just to be a run
I
first
could
team. Just to be a run
I
first
could
team.
tell you why. I could tell you why because you could run out a lot of 12 personnel, or you could run out 2 wide receivers and a tight end and 2 running backs, and they could run out their base formation, and you could line up that tight end as a receiver. Now you have now you have a mismatch. Now you have a linebacker on a tight end in coverage, and we'll take that all day. And then if not, if the linebacker doesn't get on him, then the safety's on him, which creates a one-on-one on the outside for Tet. So it would create a whole bunch of stuff for us offensively. I'm not saying to do it because at the end of the day, I'd rather take like Cassius Howell or David Bailey, one of those edge rushers. We need an edge rusher on the opposite side to score it. We can't get pressure with 4, y'all. I saw this stat since Evero. Listen to this stat. Since Evero has been our D coordinator, we're 31st in EPA per play, which is expected point average. We're 30th in success rate, 28th in EPA dropback, 26th in dropback success rate, 32nd in EPA per rush, 32nd in run defense rate, and 32nd and 31st in pressure rate in the 3 years he's been here. So we have not been a good defense according to those stats. And we're
Nick,
not getting pressure at all. We're not getting
hey
any
Nick,
pressure.
personally, I thank you for saying that because when I first got on here, I was telling niggas, I said we got questions at the second cornerback position, we got questions at the safety position, we don't have a pass rush.
Bro, we drafted
So
Princely in the 3rd round. Why is Travis Gibson getting more burn than him? He's better than Princely? That's a problem. Travis Gibson wasn't even on the team in OTAs and training camps. How is he on the field more than a 3rd round pick, Princely?
we could have used that to take a fucking safety, Nick. We could have used that to take a safety. So now we have to go. So now let's just play hypothetical, right? What you're saying, I respect what you're saying. Like you were looking to taking a tight end or whatnot. So now we gotta sit here, we gotta give this nigga another weapon that's gonna push our defense back. Excuse me. Was going to push our defense back, or if we go the draft way of defense, we need a linebacker that can communicate. You feel what I'm saying on the
Mm-hmm.
fly, this, that, and the third. We need a
Edge rusher.
fucking we need an edge rusher bad, and we need
Yep.
a ball hawking safety, a ball hawking free safety.
Mm-hmm. We
Those
do,
the three things that we're missing.
and we need another D lineman. If you ask me,
Ex-
we definitely
exactly
need
my
another D
point.
lineman.
But we saying and I fuck with Tech. Don't get me wrong. I fuck with Tech. I don't like the drops and shit, but I fuck with him. But if you're meaning to tell me that we took this nigga just to give him the last couple of weeks for him to be getting under 5 targets, and we're just sitting here, we're just running the ball, and our quarterback is only throwing the ball 24 times a game. When coming into the season, we were all sitting here saying like, "Yo, the defense is going to need help. We're going to put up 20 to 30 points a game, and we're not even doing that." I would have been like, "Yo, just take the fucking edge rusher." You see what taking an edge rusher did for Atlanta.
Yeah.
Regardless if it translated to wins, these niggas went from the bottom half of the league in sacks to being in the top 5 in sacks within a matter of a fucking off season.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a big fact.
But we want
Big
to get
fact.
this nigga another fucking weapon.
I mean, if push came to shove, I would go defense, but don't be surprised if the Panthers go with another fucking weapon in the first round. Wouldn't surprise me one bit if they went another weapon. I would go defense if you ask me. I'd like Mansour Delaney. He just got named first team All Pro for college. You know, Cassius Howell from Texas A&M. You get him and pair. You have a Texas A&M edge rush with him and Scourton. I like that. Both of them are dogs. Cassius Howell's a beast.
So let me ask y'all something, right? Block, because I know you still here too. If we go offense in the draft, right? If we go offense in the first round, what are the expectations for the defense next year? Because Everro's going to be gone. So what's the
Yeah,
expectations for the defense?
It can't be as high as they are this year. I'll say that.
yeah. It really depends what we do in the off season.
Yeah, it depends on what we do in free agency,
Yeah,
and then like
and the
just because
draft.
we don't
Yeah,
go defense in the first round, that don't mean the rest of the draft is dead. We can still find guys like Dan Morgan and them. They shown that they can find talent in the draft with this past draft, so maybe they can find some guys. But if we go offense in the first round again, just to turn around and be a run first team, that don't make sense to me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm actually feeling what Melo says, man. Atlanta Blizzards, when you do that, you create pressures and get sacks, which we don't do. Hey, listen, Nick, no, the off season last year, I said that we need to go defense. I wanted either Kenneth Grant, Jalen Walker, or Mike Green.
Mike Green been
Dope.
balling lately. PPP.
That,
He been balling lately. PPP. I think he has
hello,
like.
Nick.
I think he got 3 straight games with a sack.
Hello,
He
Nick.
had another sack yesterday. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
we need to go next year and focus on the defense. That's it. You go out there. I mean, next year, if everything falls, hey, I don't even know. Let me see where Tankathon is at. Where we're at right now. I don't know
We're
exactly where we're at.
16th.
We're 16
16th.
still.
Yep.
Okay, so I mean, 16. How many draft picks we got next year? I ain't even, bro. Isn't that good? That I don't know how many draft picks we got
We
next year.
have we have we have 9.
We
We
have
have one
9.
in
I
we have
didn't
we
know that.
have we have one in each round, and then we have 2 in the 5th and 2 in the 7th.
2 in the 5th.
Yeah.
Damn, so we already looking
Uh,
forward to next season. This season over with or something.
No,
No, no, no,
not
no,
at
no,
all.
no, 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 no.
But
Okay,
9 draft picks
okay,
is 9
okay.
draft picks. You know what I
Right,
mean?
No.
right, right. Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
Atlanta
if
only got
we go in
5.
and they don't got the first round, but what I'm saying is, Hoopla is good that I don't know how many draft picks we got at this moment right now. Last year, I knew by week 10 how many draft picks we had by week 10. I didn't know that. I didn't know we had 9. So that means it's good. You know, the team is doing better than what people
Yeah,
thought they were going to do. But
I got you.
next year it needs to be a focus on defense. I don't care. You need to go out there. You need to empty the bank on. Oh, let me bring this up. Is Princely that dude, or is he all talk, y'all? Everybody gone?
What was
nah,
that,
I'm
PPP?
here.
I think it remains to be seen.
Is
It
Princely
remains to be
good,
seen.
or is he all talk?
I think he got some talent, but it remains to be seen. He hasn't
I think he has talent. He just
yeah.
hasn't shown the ability to be a 3-down rusher. He's strictly just a pass rush specialist.
Right. And we're not in situations where we get up on teams and teams have to really drop back and pass it a
Drop
whole
back,
lot. So we
pass.
don't get to see him apply pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
because I'm
think it's
sitting
still
here
too
thinking
early
about
to
this.
tell.
He's a development. Carolina love development. Yeah, I mean, I want us to go out there. I like Styles. Y'all know me playing college Ohio State. Yeah, I mean, I would want Styles badly here in Carolina, as a linebacker. But yeah, it's defense all the way to me next year, man. Defense, no questions asked. The first 4 picks, bong, 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 straight away, man. Gotta happen, y'all.
You wanna know who I would have took? I would have took Xavier Watts with that third round pick. But I'm not mad
Mm,
that we traded
yeah,
that we took
yeah, ransom.
Princeton and all that. But I would just want him. I would want him to be playing more. You get what I'm saying? Because we're right now we're in this thing where it's like our interior D line is balling out. You get what I'm saying? But we're like, you got Wanham, he's in and out of the lineup. You got Travis Gimson coming in towards the end of the year. You got Tashawn Wharton. He's in and out of the lineup. You get what I'm saying? Going into next year, we could have known what exactly we would have needed in the draft to address it. But now it's like it's a question mark because Princely's not there. Like we don't know what he's going to turn out to be next year. You get what I'm saying? So that raises
Hmm.
questions. That's why we're all sitting here saying is like defensively, we need a true pass rusher, we need a middle linebacker, and we need a ball hog safety.
Yeah,
Those are three key pivotal points on a defense that makes your defense successful. And
yeah,
we have none of that. None of that. So which wraps around to what I was saying earlier is like, yo, I'm all for y'all sitting here and critiquing Evero because everybody needs some critiquing. You get what I'm saying? Even Dave Canales and shit, he needs critiquing too. But when you really take a step back and you look at shit, how can we really sit here and critique this man as much when we haven't even really addressed this shit? The one player that we got that's you feel me, that's actually putting in the work is Nick Scotton, but Nick Scotton is a run stopper. He's not a pass rush. When you need that nigga to stop my motherfucker, he's gonna stop my motherfucker. But when we need a motherfucker to pass rush, we're not getting a pass rush from our outside linebackers slash defensive ends. Then we don't have a fucking linebacker that can communicate with the defense in a hurt on a tempo type. You feel me?
yeah. Now,
Then
now, now,
we got
Trail.
quite.
Do you
Yes,
do
sir.
you believe that in that situation yesterday, that tempo, should there have been a timeout given to
It should
slow
have been.
things down?
That I'm gonna say this. What should have happened is I don't know if y'all know, but when on offenses and stuff, they always call two plays. Sometimes when you hear the word kill, 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 they're killing one of the plays and going with the other play.
Hmm.
Now, with the timing in the game and all that, Everett should have gave whoever the fuck y'all said Wallace got a green
Wallace.
dot. He
Hmm.
should have gave him two plays so that way, you can whatever you seeing out there, is going on along the way. You should have gave him two plays to call within each other just down the third. And then if you seen that we're sitting here, we're struggling after four plays, you need to call a timeout.
Facts.
So you know what I'm saying? But it's like we can't we like bro, it's like we saying we're getting our ass whooped in the three key pivotal points that we need on defense we don't have.
Hmm.
And so I'm
And
not
then,
I'm not letting you feel me? I'm not letting him slip because at the end of the day, I was mad too. But I like you said, you listen to other podcasts and shit. And I sat here and I mentioned this shit last week, PvP. I literally sat here and I said, bro, the defense has been doing good for the last month and a half. They're due to have a bad game. And lo and behold,
hmm,
it happened on Sunday.
yeah, man, that last play call, Trail, when they lined, I don't know what that was. They had three defensive linemen, like more towards the right side of the offensive line. Had one
Hmm.
defensive end, hands up. I, bro, I'm not gonna lie. When we lose games that are, because I'm emotionally invested into the Panthers. You know what I mean? I still haven't went back and watched that game yet, and I'll probably watch it at some point tomorrow probably. But I'm just gonna make it my mind. I'm like, why did we leave the center, the guard, and the tackle wide open, like nobody there? I
It's some type of stunt that that they be running. I know that because I've seen that from another team before. That like they'll overload one side and then like the outside man the outside defensive end, he'll wrap all the way around. You get what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, and do something like that because the first instinct is if everything is guarded, the quarterback going to take off and run. So if the quarterback takes off and run, he's running right into the stunt.
Yeah. Then that was the Tyler Shaw and Lathan Ransom situation. So
Yeah,
yeah, man, it's just the Saints was just that last drive. They just came out and smacked us in the mouth, man. There's nothing else. There's nothing that I can say outside of that. They just smacked us in the mouth, man. Hopefully, we turn things around for the Bucks, man. But fellas, I'm about to call it a night, man. And I'm gonna record a video tonight. I'm gonna drop it in the morning. And man, bad loss. We're gonna turn the page. We're gonna get ready for the Bucks, guys. Trail, I appreciate you. Hoopla, as always. Nick Tri-State,
yes,
chat.
sir.
We out, man.
Y'all be easy.
I appreciate it, man. All right,